TheWhoThatDaily.com. That's right, TheWhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, even the top-flight boxing news. So if you're a Who Dat and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, TheWhoThatDaily.com is your site. TheWhoThatDaily.com for the sport Who Dat in all of us.
What's up, fam? This is Big Q from the Sports Coma. Much love to the family members. Appreciate y'all. The PRO Media Network is back at it again. Last year, we gave away several PS4s and games. So this year, we're raffling off a PS5. To enter for your chance to win, simply click the link below and fill out all the necessary information to be eligible. Sign up for the raffle. It's $25 to enter. You gain an opportunity to win a system, the PS5 system. Like I said, it's a one remote and everything in it that goes with the full system. These things are hard to come by. It could be yours. Into the raffle today, $25 get you in. There's also a deal when you buy more than one ticket to up your chances of winning. Jump in there. It also benefits the platform as well. So feel free to sign up for the first annual PS5 raffle from the Pro Media Network. Thank you for participating and much love. Big ups to you.
Who that say they gon' beat them Saints? Who that? Who that? Who that say they gon' beat them Saints? Who that?
Yeah. Well, all right. Like you always say, welcome, welcome, welcome. Number one sports talking D. We ain't like the Falcons. We won't blow the lead. Look, all we talk is who that, who got cut and who back. Rookies in the vets, players you should look at. It's the Sports Coma, you don't wanna miss it. Got the pre-game, party, post-game statistics. Get a visit for Sway, maybe DC or 5. It's the hottest thing smoking, Big Q and the guys. Go to YouTube Live, make sure you subscribe. Interviews inside the Saints locker room high. Talk to Drew, Jordan, Zach, Peyton, New Orleans, Who Dat Nation. Best believe when I say we bleed gold and black. Ain't a miracle or rivalry could ever hold us back. No, Beastquake, Bounty Gate, let the truth be told. It's the Sports Coma, all we know is say Super Bowl. Yeah.
You're listening to the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys on the PRO Media Network.
Who that to the black and gold family, man. Friday, TGIF Friday Saints Talk. We're in the building. Sports Coma live and direct. Much love to the great Saint Think Tank. Big ups to the family members tuning in on this version of the Coma as we come in live and direct to you. Friday, family. Once again, it's Friday. And of course, we know the news and notes of what's going on with the weather. Hence why we see what's going on right now. So it is what it is right now. As we open the stream up with the news that our Saints canceled a preseason game due to the hurricane, the impending hurricane that is tracking to come this way. So we're going to get more into that in other news and notes, then open up the chat a little later after we go over some news, notes, and items. So much love to the great Saint Think Tank. I appreciate y'all joining. And like I've been saying for a while now, welcome, welcome, welcome. You're now rocking with the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys, where we have intense, entertaining, educating, and enlightening sport talk from your favorite sports family. I'm Big Q in the house. Much love to the great Saint Think Tank. I appreciate y'all being here as well. So we start the roll call off by giving a big shot. Tori Shepard, who that to you, brother? Tori in the building as well. Brother Jerry, who that to you? Oh, Cooler, who that to you as well? Much love, fam. All right, let me see what else I got here to give a shout out in the great Saint Think Tank. All right, Brian Pearson, who that to you, fam? Appreciate you. Devin C, who that to you? JT, who that to you? God bless to you too, my man. Greg, what's up, Greg? Who that to you, fam, as well? Much love. Be Kind is in the building. Who that, fam? Appreciate y'all. All right, in the will, in the prayers, everything. Will Dickerson, what's up, brother Will? Who that to you, fam? Appreciate you. Brother Jarvis, what's going on, brother Jarvis? Who that to you? Much love to you as yours. All right, then who else we got? We got Gabriel in the building. Trey Joseph in the building. Who that to y'all? Ferg 318, what's up, fam? Who that to you? Josh Goat 23, what's up, Josh? Who that to you, fam? Appreciate you being here. What's up, Randolph? Who that to you, fam? Much love to you as well. Swag fan, who that to you? Joe Gidry. What's up, brother Joe? Who that to you, fam? Appreciate you. Swag in the building, like I said, as well. Big ups to the rest of the family. Demi, what's up, baby? Who that to you? Demi in the building. Much love to the queens as well. Much love, fam. All right, Shati, what's up, fam? Who that to you as well? Appreciate you being here. Saints Pelican Nation, who that to you? Much love, fam. Colorado, who that to you? Good Friday. Thank you. What's up, fam? Big ups to you. Appreciate you being here. Hope you had a good week there, Colorado. Big up. Mr. Pops, what's up, fam? Who that to you as well? Papoose, what's happening, fam? Much love. Who that to you, Papoose? Appreciate you being here as well, fam. If you didn't hear your name, give me a who that, and I give you a who that back, baby. We're in the building. What's good with it? So with that being said, fam, like I said, man, we opened up the stream with this news that Cardinals-Saints preseason matchup canceled due to Hurricane Ida. I don't think it'll be a reschedule. This would just be the end of the preseason. Flytrade social media, what's up, fam? Thank you for being here as well. Please hit the like button, fam. If y'all didn't hit the like button yet, please feel free to hit upon the like button and subscribe if you aren't a subscriber. Join the Who Dat Nation, man. Join the Great Saint Think Tank. What's up, Jose? Who that to you, fam? Appreciate you being here as well. Much love to Jose. Eternals in the building as well. Good to see you in the chat, my brother. Who that to you? All right, so let's go over this, fam, and then I'll go into some more news and notes and items. And for the family members who want to chop in, I'll open up the line for the family members to chop in and chop game up. Any questions, concerns, or comments, feel free to pop on. All right, and this is coming from the NFL Network as well. A strengthening hurricane headed to New Orleans has resulted in the cancellation of a preseason contest. The Saints game against the Cardinals has been canceled. The Saints, the Saturday affair had been previously moved up to 1 p.m. from its initial start time of 8 p.m. due to the most recent information gathered on the tropical storm, which reached hurricane status Friday. Hurricane Ida reached the western coast of Cuba as a Category 1 storm on Friday, bringing with it sustained winds of 80 miles per hour, according to the Weather Center. The increase in winds from 30 miles per hour Thursday afternoon to more than 75 miles per hour Friday afternoon indicates a rapidly intensifying storm heading to hurricane warnings in Cuba and parts of Louisiana, as well as hurricane watches and evacuation orders in various northern of the Gulf Coast. So the evaluation of the recent data led to evacuation orders, and the Saints ultimately said, let's just kibosh this thing. With New Orleans in the path of the hurricane, which is expected to be a major hurricane strength, possibly even Category 4 intensity, when it makes landfall Sunday and the storm surge warnings issued along the coast, the Saints decided to cancel the game, quote, in the best interest of all personnel that may have been directly and indirectly affected by the storm, end quote. Quote, the team encourages all residents of the region to take precautionary measures to remain safe throughout the impending hurricane, end quote. And that was said by the Saints in a statement. The Cardinals also released a statement shortly after regarding the cancellation that their team plane was being diverted back to Phoenix. So Phoenix, the Cardinals are going back home, and the Saints and the rest of the family base are preparing to get the out, or perhaps buckle down, depending on your mind's frame in this thing. And then being that I've lived in this region my whole life. I'm from New Orleans, from the Lower Ninth Ward. I'm from New Orleans. What's really interesting about this storm, to be honest with you, fam, is the fact that, being that you've been through so much and being flooded several times, I would recommend people that's definitely in low-lying areas, period, just to get the hell out of here, man. Just get, find you some place to go, because it's not worth it. If you got a storm crouching down on you, and it's going to be the anniversary of when one of the worst natural disasters that ever hit the country is coming upon you in Hurricane Katrina, and this coming right around the same time. I'm a big person that pays attention to dates and numbers. That's me. I notice stuff like that. It's just how my mind works. And when you see something like that happens, you got to take notice of it and protect yourself and your family. So, if you're asking Big Q, what should we do? Get the hell on out. Don't play with it, because it's coming straight from the bottom is coming straight from Cuba. It's coming right up the center of the Gulf, right in the hot or the warm waters of that Gulf. And that's right now, that's a hurricane factory out there. And so far as fuel for that thing, and it will go from whatever it is up to a 4 real quick, then get right near land. And depending on how fast it's moving, that's a whole nother additive, because the water, it's the pushing the water, and it's already saturated around the area. It's been raining. It was raining all today. So it's saturated already. And when it comes in, man, you don't want to be a part of that. So get the hell out. That's what I would recommend to the family members. But anyway, let's get through the rest of this stuff. Big ups to the family members as well. Shati says, I'm waiting on the pals live later. I need to be on the panel later. Hello, a lot of my mind, big. All right, Shati. I got you, fam. Appreciate you. I got you, Shati. All right. Yeah. And we're gonna open up it later. It's slated for 9:30, fam. So y'all can feel free to pop up on there. Most of the people should have gotten a notification. So we'll see as well going forward. But let me finish up the rest of this in the chat. Big ups to the rest of the family members. Patrick Washington, who that to you? Big ups to your fam. Thank you for being here, Pat. Lamar, who that to you, fam? Appreciate you. Kashan, what's up, fam? Who that to you as well? And the rest of the family members. What's up, Kim? Who that to you, baby? Says Ida has run me out of NOLA. Try to get back to the ATL. Big Q praying for the entire Gulf. Thank you, Kim. Sorry about the timing of the storm. You know, it's just, it happens sometimes. It's around that time of the year, man, you know, with these things, man. And you just have to be mindful of them, you know. All right, but thank you, Kim. Swag said this is blessing this God's 15 allows the injury to heal and get organized. That's a good point, Swag. Appreciate that. What's up, brother Latrell? Well, who that to you, fam? Appreciate you as well. Yeah, we was banged up pretty good. And you guys are absolutely right. That's why I love the Great Saint Think Tank, and I love you guys. It's because you guys are smart and you guys are always on point with your analysis. That's why I appreciate sitting before you and having these discussions with the family members, man, because you know, this could be this it could be, because we are quite banged up. All right, okay, yeah, I agree, Devin. I agree with you on that. Much love. All right, Randolph, what's up, fam? He says, Q, I'm heading down there tonight. Okay, good, bro. Good. Get mama out of there, brother. Get mama out of there. All right, what's up, Teal? My dog Teal is in the building. Much love to my dog Teal. Hey, Lori, baby, how you doing? Who that to the queens as well? Kim and the rest of the family, Muse, Tasha, all our queens, Miss Sexy Blacksmith, you know, all our queens, man. KB, all of them. Much love to the queens. All right, who else we got? All right, let's see. Zendel, what's up, brother Zendel? Who that to you, fam? Appreciate you being down here. I mean, in the chat as well. All right, Rudy, what's going on? Rudy, good to see you in the chat as well. Much love to you as well. JT said, where are you, Q? Are you in New Orleans? No, I'm not in New Orleans. I'm on the North Shore currently. Yep, but yeah. But that also, I'm not playing no games, bro. I'm still gonna get the hell out. I mean, you got water. You're surrounded by water. There's water everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You got rivers, lakes. I mean, it's just too much going on. I mean, we're surrounded by water, man. So I mean, when storms like that coming right for you, and of course they forecasted it to trend just west of the city, which is even bad. It's still bad news because you'll be on the worst side of the storm, which is the east side of the storm. So I mean, either way, you got to go, baby. You got to go. VB Pale Saints later. Who that, baby? Right, no game shucking. Yeah, yep. It's just what it is, you know, right now. But this thing will pass, and then we'll get back to business as usual. So let me get to the rest of the articles, family, because we got a few things to talk about before I open up the chat for the family members to chime in. Let's get into it. And we'll start off with this article right here, as the Saints signed defensive tackle after tryout and waved back up fullback. Now, we talked about this when we covered in our great value section of the show. Saints signed defensive tackle after tryout and waved back up fullback. Series of free agent trials this week have resulted in New Orleans signing some help. Friday's update to the daily NFL transaction wire saw the Saints report a new addition to the depth chart in defensive tackle Damian Square, who spent his first 6 years in the NFL with the Chargers. Now, Square is 32 years old. He's 6'2" and 293 pounds. He was recently waived after spending training camp with the Browns. He's never been much of a pass rusher, just 8 sacks and 1,196 pass rush snaps per PFF, but could help solidify a position that's running thin on experienced players, with David Onyemata starting the year with a 6-game suspension and Jalen Dalton landing on injury reserve. Right now, The tackles on the Saints roster is eligible to play in week 1 are Square, Malcolm Roach, Shai Tuttle, Christian Ringo, Elbert Huggins, RJ McIntosh, and rookie Josiah Bronson. The team typically only keeps 4 or 5, so at least 3 of that group will soon be waived and maybe reverted to the practice squad. The corresponding move was the release of fullback Sutton Smith, who was pushing veteran backup Alex Armah for the starting job. Smith will test the waiver wire. He had been playing a high number of snaps on both sides of the offense while auditioning for the gig, but the Saints must have not seen enough from Armah to call the battle off. Well, they've seen enough of. Now, the reason why he's saying that, the writer Sigler is saying that because he picked Sutton Smith to push Alex Armah off the team. I told you, man. What are you talking? No, that's not going to happen. I told you. So Sutton Smith was doing well, man. You know, it's a mix. And I like Sutton Smith a lot. But if you're talking fullbacks, you know, no. Not going to happen. Anyway, let's keep going. All right, that marks the third preseason roster battle to be settled in as many days. Punter Blake Gilligan won his job over rookie Nolan Cooney, while Jameis was, of course, named the starting quarterback earlier Friday. The week 1 roster is beginning to take shape. Now, of course, by, early in the week or later on next week, we'll start seeing a lot more stuff occur with the black and gold, as well as they start releasing people. So, like I said, you drop the ball in practice, you drop the ball in the game, we're going to drop your ass off the roster. So I'm expecting maybe Kevin White to be a guy that follows up, some of these other cut patterns on out the door. All right, fam, let's get into the next article right here. And this one's also from The Wire, and it's talking about Marshawn Lattimore. That's right, baby. Lattimore. My name, Laddie Daddy. And Lattimore saying, listen, Marshawn Lattimore pushing. This is a report, is pushing for an extension before week 1. And let me tell you something. Lattimore been eating that fish. That fish he been catching out his backyard. Laddie Daddy lives in the igloo. Y'all know the story. Laddie Daddy. What's up, Saints 01? Who that tell you? Laddie Daddy, where he lives in the North Pole. His house is an igloo. He eats fish out of his backyard. So on and so forth. But he been eating that fish. Has been good brain food for Laddie Daddy, because Laddie Daddy know he got the Saints over a barrel with this one, fam. The Saints right now are dealing with some difficulties at cornerback position, and Laddie Daddy said he pushed it for a contract. He got the leverage. He got the leverage. Let's see what happens. What's up, New Wine Minds? Who that to the rest of the fam chiming in on this one? Much love. John Thompson, what's up, fam? Big ups to you. Good to see y'all in the chat. All right, let's go over this one, man. As Lattimore pushing for it. Well, that's interesting. ESPN's Jeremy Fowler listed New Orleans Saints cornerback Lattimore as a contract extension candidate ahead of the NFL regular season, with the Saints scheduled to open up at home in the season's Superdome against the Green Bay Packers. As he sees reason to believe Lattimore and New Orleans can cut a deal before the 12th of September kickoff date. And then he wrote, Lattimore wants a new deal. And this is from the insider Jeremy Fowler, who says Lattimore wants a new deal, preferably before week 1, so the clock is ticking. The 2022 free agent, he has been practicing and playing the good teammate role, but the Saints know he wants the extension, and they aren't afraid to pay stars despite being perpetually tight against the cap. They also are light on cornerbacks this season, so keeping a pillar on the back end isn't a bad idea. Now, Lattimore was 25, ranked 7th among corners in ESPN's Plus poll of league evaluators. Crossing Lattimore off the Saints to-do list would make sense right now. His asking price will probably settle around $18.5 million per year, slotting in right between Buffalo Bills standout Tre'Davious White, who has 17.25, and Baltimore Ravens star Marlon Humphrey, who's at 19.5. If he plays really well in 21 and tests free agency in 22, his market price could challenge the $20 million mark that the Rams are paying Jalen Ramsey annually as the league's top paid corner. It's a little complicated, though, even Lattimore's up and down history of play. But considering his age, he turned 25 in May, and lacking depth at the position in New Orleans, there's an argument for extending his contract now before he hits his peak. That gets ahead of the potential rise in the market and helps to build some confidence in the unit overall. Right now, the Saints have more than $11 million in salary cap space and multiple free agents to deal with in the spring. Among them, a franchise tag-free safety Marcus Williams, newly named starting quarterback Jameis Winston, and all-pro left tackle Teron Armstead, among other big contributors. It'll be interesting to see if there are any movement here after the Saints restructured Lattimore's contract earlier this summer, which created short-term cap space while piling up $7 million in dead money should he leave in 2022. So Laddie Daddy been eating on some fish, man, and Laddie Daddy said, listen, man, let's get this done. And of course, we talked about this ad nauseum when the Saints decided to go after, and well, they touched Marshawn Lattimore's deal only to free up money so they could sign their draft picks, which kind of pissed Laddie Daddy off to a degree. He was kind of pissed because that interview right after that, y'all heard him, and he didn't want to talk about it. But, he was kind of pissed about that. You're going to go and touch that deal to cut that money, but you ain't going to pay, They need to pay the man. Ain't no doubt about it. You're not giving Marcus Williams the money. He recently got trucked by Alvin Kamara in practice. No, Marcus, that's not a good look. And Kamara's not known to be a running back that trucks anybody. He'll lower his shoulder when he picks up enough steam, but that's not something that he does all the time. He'll juke your ass to death or run around you. And time from time, he'll lower his shoulder. But for Alvin Kamara to truck you and hit him and run over him like he ain't have no arms, it's weird. But we still have to watch what Marcus Williams can do because Coach Rashard, I'm big on Coach Rashard helping Marcus Williams' game, even though I've seen some improvement, not much to really brag about with Marcus Williams. I watched him in camp. Still looks a little, the same to me. Not maybe incremental change, but we'll see what he looks like as the season progresses when the games are real. So big ups to the rest of the fam, picking and flicking. Much love to you. Appreciate you being here as well. Big ups. Randolph's asked, says we need to check the waiver wire Tuesday as soon as we can. Not feeling good about the backup offensive line. Yeah, they look pathetic in preseason play. True Louisiana, who that to you? St. Gunner, what's up? Says who that currently working out. The Tampa Bay can't stand these Bucks. They swear they've been good for the last 10 years. Pay Laddie. Thank you, St. Gunner. Jamal, who that to you? Jamal, who that to you? Brother Donovan, who that to you as well, man. Appreciate y'all being in the building. True Hurts, what's happening, fam? Much love to you. Saints 01, who that to you? He trucked Marcus Williams. We covered that yesterday, bro, on the other show when we was doing the observations for day 21. One of the funniest things I heard besides Kevin White dropping passes in practice was the fact that Alvin Kamara trucked the hell out of trucked Marcus Williams in practice. Oh, well, hey, you got to work on that thing. Devin, who that to you, fam? Much love, Don Wine Fontaine. Who that to you, brother Don Wine? Good to see you. 504 Cole, who that, fam? He says Lattimore, the best cornerback Saints ever had. Pay the man. Who that? Oh, I love that. That's what I'm talking about. Big ups to the fam. All right. So let me see also. I think I had something right there. Saints 01 said that Saints waiting on Peyton to announce Winston to start. I know he just will and they can say what they want, bro. And I agree with you on that. He says the media is saying it. Yeah, but we already know he better not name no Taysom Hill. Taysom did not earn the job as a starting quarterback. We all knew that. Even though Coach Payton gave him extra time, I still feel like it was Jameis' job. Even when they were I ain't gonna say neck and neck, when they were close, Jameis still had the slight advantage. In the interception in the preseason matchup, the first one wasn't on Jameis. That was LaJordan Humphrey catching the ball. Then the guy pops it out of his hands up into an interception. So that wasn't, in my opinion, wasn't on Jameis, even though Jameis took the blame for it and said he got to throw a better ball. So I mean that was big. All right, Randolph says Q, Devonta Freeman might be getting cut. I think he needed this game. Yeah, a couple of guys really needed this game. You're absolutely right. Freeman is definitely on the bubble. Tony Jones Jr., we know Coach Payton loves him. But if the Saints keep 4, who are the 4 that you keep? Of course, we know Alvin Kamara ain't going on that. We know Latavius ain't going nowhere. We know Tony Jones on the team. Who are the other 2 guys? Are you that big on Dwayne Washington? Could be because Dwayne Washington plays special teams. Devonta Freeman does not. So does Sean Payton see a role for Devonta Freeman going? He didn't look that good in preseason with the Saints, but you never know with Coach Payton. When guys are balling and not looking like crap, Coach Payton will still keep some guys. I've seen Coach Payton put guys on the street that was balling in preseason and kept guys that looked like crap. Y'all know that like me. So Coach Payton's a very difficult person to gauge when it comes down to roster cuts like the last couple of years. When we had Devontae Zigbo on the team, he had one little fumble. He was tearing up everything else. Then he was put in the street. Jacksonville grabbed him and never let go of him. It was a couple of moves. So he's a very tough coach to gauge when it comes down to cuts. So he definitely might surprise the family member. So you thinking a guy balling his ass off in camp, and he puts him in the street, he'd be like, man, what was that? I've seen that often. Like last several years, I've seen Coach Payton do that. So just be mindful of that. All right, what's up, Derek? Who that to you, fam? Appreciate you being here as well. Much love to you and appreciate you. And True says, I heard Murray got bumped to 3. Wonder, does that mean Tony Jones number 2? If he got bumped to 3, Coach Payton loves what he sees out of Tony Jones Jr. When he seen him running on the field, he started the game last one with him. He loves that wiggle he has. He got an outside inside game. He got good vision. I mean, he breaks the initial tackle at times. He catches the ball out the backfield. He runs hard. I mean, he's a good, and Coach Payton could see him as a compliment to a guy like Alvin Kamara. And remember, you think Ty Montgomery would have been in that role, and usually Ty Montgomery would have been that role if it wasn't for all of the wide receiver issues we have. Traquan Smith in and out of camp with injuries and stuff happening with him. Mike's out for 8 to 10 weeks. Then if you have guys that were getting hurt, they try to bring in Tommy Lee Lewis, all the stuff with the wide receivers. And then you had some movement there with Ty Montgomery move away from the running back situation to help the wide receivers there. So, I mean, usually you would think that would be him in that role, but being that he's helping the wide receivers, then Tony Jones had an opportunity to step up and shine. So Coach Payton definitely has a vision for Tony Jones. Wouldn't be surprised if he's the second back coming in there. If that's indeed the case, then Devonta Freeman could be in the street because Latavius Murray, if he falls, I guess Coach Payton has a role for Latavius as a short yardage back. But Tony Jones, if you have Tony Jones in there and Alvin Kamara, and you doing the kind of work that I think him and Mike Martz is contemplating, we could see something totally different here. So we'll just have to wait and see. Greg, who that to you, says the Cat 4 now. My aunt that's in the lower night ward, not trying to evacuate. Yeah, and yeah, Greg, CTC across the canal, fam. I'm from over there, and let me tell you something. When Katrina came in 05, my parents was not going to evacuate either. At the time, I was living on the West Bank. I just had boarded up the windows on my house, and I was driving back to the lower ninth ward, and that's why I was going. Going over the Claiborne Bridge. I had a vision, and I had a vision flash with water everywhere. I seen they had a barge right there. The barge was put there. Barge was anchored, right in the canal, and I thought that was strange. Because see, if you from the 9, you don't trust what's going on. See, they tell you there are no retention ponds because if you have a city that's basically underwater, the water got to go somewhere. So the water, the lower ninth ward is the retention pond. I tell people that all the time. There's no reason it's not happenstance that those walls collapse. That happened 3 times in history. I'm a big time person with history. History tell you everything. You cannot forget your history. If you got idiots telling you, forget all that stuff, it's coming right back behind and gonna knock you on your ass. They had, I remember that in 25, those walls were blown up. And 60, when Betsy hit in 65, the walls failed. And then when Katrina hit, the walls failed again. So those walls will fail if water threatens the more valuable in terms of what they view as valuable, which is the areas that bring in the billions of dollars a year. Those walls will fail and that water will go to the lower ninth ward. I'm telling you. I've been telling people that for years. I got police officers that's friends that told me the real deal when it was going on. And all this kind of old stuff. So don't believe the hype. Like I said, it's always some lying dogs around, man. You just and they get away with it because we too gullible, man. We got to understand history. History tell you everything you need to know. So I would definitely warn them to get the hell out. Don't stay down there, man. Really don't, because if it gets too much water in there, them walls will fail. Despite the fact that they were built, I remember reading about that, doing research on it, and they were stuffing them walls with newspaper. You can go look that up in Times-Picayune. In their archives, People, they had stuff in there because they don't intend for them to stand. I'm just keeping it real with you. Anyway, thank you for that, Greg. I hope she leaves, man, because and people warn them to get the hell out of there, man, because that's the first place that goes under. We had 25 feet of water when Katrina hit. The house when we from there, those houses floated up like boats. They got off the roots and floated like barges, boats, and then crashed into each other. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. It was absolutely ridiculous. So, like I said, man, just be mindful of that. That is Noah 9 is a retention pond. I've been telling people that for some time. That's where the water going. They like to pretend all they want, but they can't pretend and play games with people that know. All right, let's keep it going, fam. Thank you for that, though, Greg. Much love. Randolph says, believe it or not, I think I know the handshake coordinator is a good fit. Coach Richard, go get him right. Look at Crawley. Yeah, good point, Randolph. Appreciate that, bro. You're absolutely right on that, man. You know, I think handshake coordinator. I was telling people that people was laughing at me. They were laughing at me on the show, telling me that. Say, Q, man, you think PJ Williams gonna be good? And look at Ken Crawley. And I told him, I say, fam, you never know, man. When you got a good coach that's a motivator, he'll take a person that look like they terrible and he'll turn them around, because most of these guys they have the talent, but it's a mental block. And like I was telling you, a lot of these guys are young. And they hear the social media. They always on their phones and dealing with social media, and people be telling them this, that, the third, and that gets in their head. You got to be very strong in the mind to know if you take criticism or you take critique from somebody, or constructive criticism or constructive critiquation from somebody, you're like, okay, is that my game? Do I need to clean this up? Because really, all I talk about with PJ Williams is he got bad fundamental. He got bad technique. You know, at one time, PJ used to know how to cover people. When he was coming out of Florida State, he was a pretty decent cover cornerback. He wasn't the best in the world, but he wasn't worse than what he is now. You know, it's almost to a degree like he done gave up on it. He just grabs and grips and holds on to the wide receiver so they don't burn him. You can't do that, bro. You know, that's why I was like, nah, man, you need to get your mind right or get up off this team. We don't need nobody perpetually getting past interference calls because they're not confident enough to work on their technique so they can be a better football player. That's what this is about here. You know, so appreciate that as well. All right, Swag says it ain't going nowhere. He has the potential, and we saw him produce when he needed him the most. I can't grade on his preseason blunders. Thank you, Swag. All right. Rudy says if you fail to learn from history, you are doomed to repeat it. Very true, Rudy. You're absolutely right, my friend. You got to remember that stuff. I'm telling you. Yep. Yeah, Joe says, yeah, Big Q, my family stays in home. I stay in Lake Charles, and they said they stand. I told them they more than welcome to come to be safe, because I stay for Laura and never do that again. Yeah, Joe, I know, fam. Yeah. It's not, and then it's hot as hell, man. I mean, it's hot, and if the lights go on, the chances are the lights gonna go off because some of the poles are gonna fall, or water gets somewhere it don't happen to be. It need to be. The lights gonna go out for days, and then you're gonna be in an environment where you can't move around because they got down street lights and dangerous power line signs to water. You know, it's just not a good environment to be. So if you can get out, you know, leave, go somewhere else, and then hopefully things won't be as bad, man. We always face down with this stuff, man. It's just a part of life on the coast. Yes, I am, Greg. Yes, sir. I am evacuating. I am going to do that. What's up, Gundam? Big ups to you. Javier, who that to you, Javier? Good to see you as well, man. Good to see y'all in the chat. So yeah, no, absolutely, man. I know all about the 9, man. I did research on the 9, the history of the Lower Ninth Ward, and how it was always an area that was fighting for services from the city. The city treated the Ninth Ward like it was another country. Go research it. I looked at it and found out like some of the city's biggest and famous activists came from the Lower Ninth Ward, because the Lower Ninth Ward was always deprived. You know, it was an area where you had a large influx of immigrants. We talking German, Scottish, Black, all together there, and they had to band together to fight for services from the city. They were all denied money, the fixing of the streets, all of that, and then some. And of course, when Hurricane Katrina, was some funny business going on, because I remember thinking about that during that period of time. And I remember they put that barge there 3 days before Katrina came, and I was like, that's against the Coast Guard rules. There's not supposed to be barges in the canal walls. And I said they wouldn't come and park that thing there unless they had some type of reason for doing that. And then ultimately that was the thing that they said crashed into the wall when Nagin was flying, and said that it wasn't what he seen from afar couldn't have been caused by the barges. So we already know what time this is, man. That's why I said we can't believe them, man. Don't believe them. I keep telling y'all the same stuff all over again because history tells me the truth every time. You cannot believe what they say. You gotta verify, validate everything. Like you, even I can't don't listen to the weather either. They always wrong with the damn weather too. 30-40% chance of this, that, and the third. But listen, seriously speaking, do your research on everything. I'm telling you, because the people perish for a lack of knowledge, and that's just because we continue to believe people that we ought not to believe. That's right, I said ought not. We ought not believe these people. We should not believe these people. We should never believe these people. You should never believe anybody without doing your research, without validation, without using critical analysis, critical thinking, which is what they're trying to wipe out so that you will believe them. I mean, that's just a tidbit that I say. It will do you a wonder to actually know what's going on because you're cruising for a bruising if you do it the other way. Let me just be honest with you. All right, enough of that. Let me keep it going in here, man. I got a few more news and I'm opening up the chat. Thank you, Ghostface. Who that to you, fam? Appreciate you, Ghostface. A Gorilla with the super chat. Appreciate you. Much love to you. I appreciate you. Thank you, Ghostface. Hold Strong 004 says, where do you suggest evacuating to? Depends on where you're coming from, fam. Either go either east or west of the city. I got people that was telling me they was heading to northern portions of Florida, people that was going to Texas. I mean, you know, if it's going directly up into it, you might want to evacuate east of west, where you don't evacuate up into an area where you need to evacuate again. So, I mean, if it's coming in, going on a northern track, make sure you pay attention to the cone of uncertainty to follow exactly where the path supposed to be, so you don't evacuate into evacuating again. So what I say is just do a little research, find out where it's going, and then just go east or west of that cone. You know, and that's my spill on it. But thank you, Hold Strong. Thank you for the question, fam. All right, big ups to the rest. Pelicans, Noel, I see you, fam. Who that to you and the rest of them. Randolph says, Q, I'm on YouTube. How do I join the chat? Well, I'll put a link in there. I'll let you know in a minute what you need to do there, Randolph, and I'm gonna get you in there in a minute. I'm gonna put up a link in there, and then we're gonna go from there, my fam. So I will let you know in just a second. So let's finish up this last story I wanted to go over with the family members. And this one's coming from the Who Dat Dish is covering it. The Bleacher Report article, which says that the Saints' entire team will flop in 2021, and the Bleacher Report is saying it. Now let's get into it. All right, by Christian Wong over there at the Who Dat Dish. This says, if you thought the New Orleans Saints quarterback take was controversial, this one is sure to turn some heads as well. Christian Knox at Bleacher Report recently listed players and teams who will fall short of all-season expectations in 21. Many factors were accounted for preseason performances, injuries, etc. In the making of this list, Knox makes an asterisk point that the team, quote, flop, end quote, is currently relative. He then jumps into the list, which includes not just one Saints player, but the entire Saints team as a potential flop this season. Why so pessimistic, Knox? Here are a few reasons he offers to why the Saints will struggle in 21. First, the obvious, the ongoing quarterback battle between Winston and Taysom Hill hasn't quelled any Saints fans' worry, much less those of sports writers having a tight position battle for, say left guard continue well into the preseason. It isn't nearly as concerned as having a quarterback competition come down to the wire. First and foremost, let's address this. How many times I got to keep telling these people, man? We don't have a quarterback competition. This is not a quarterback battle. I mean, the people that are saying this don't know or not paying attention to what the Saints, what's really going on here. Coach Payton is going to use both quarterbacks, not equally, not a 50-50 system, but more 70-30 or 60-40, in my opinion. You know, there is no quarterback competition. There never was. We knew it would be Jameis. Why? Because common sense tells you that if you have a quarterback that's in the prime of his career that has 70-something starts versus a quarterback that has 4 starts, the quarterback with all that experience is gonna have an advantage over Taysom. Even though Taysom has been with the Saints longer than Jameis, he has not played the quarterback position during that time that he was with the Saints. He, as an RPO quarterback, coming in games when Drew had the flavor, you know, but it wasn't a competition. It never was. I mean, Coach Payton knows that Taysom Hill is better utilized as a utility player. He is. We know this. That's how he got paid the big money. He didn't get paid the big money because he was a quarterback. No, because he was doing everything else. That's how he got the money. And Coach Payton said, listen, I'll give you a shot. And then Coach Payton brought in some real competition for him. Now, of course, Coach Payton could have brought in an older veteran quarterback and say, hey, man, look, I'm going to put this old ass veteran up against you, and then you it's your team. And if you fail, then I bring the veteran and, whatever. No, Coach Payton went out and got a guy in Jameis Winston, which was the wrong quarterback that you want if you thinking Taysom's going to be a starter. So it was a big hill, a big hill to climb from the get-go. It was never a competition. We've been saying that. How long, family, have you heard me saying this is not no competition? How long has it been? It's been long since when I went on TJ's show and me and him was talking off. So I said, TJ, this ain't no competition. He said, yeah, I know. This ain't close to a competition. Because people know what time it is. This is not a competition. It never was. Coach Payton's going to use him in RPO just like that. And he had to show him, listen, I gave you an opportunity. You couldn't beat the guy out. There it is. You see? It's like how you teach your children a lesson. Like if you let them have something that they wanted and then this is not what I wanted. I tried to tell you. But, it is what it is, man. I mean, at the end of the day. But it's never been a quarterback competition. And then, of course, most of the Who Dat family members like Taysom for what he brings, but they really appreciate Taysom being in a role as a utility player when he catching passes and running over defensive backs and hopping up like a bunny. We love that about Taysom's game. He's crazy. What's up, Ken Rasa? When you see Taysom run over somebody and he gets up hopping like a jackrabbit. So I mean, I think that's terrific. What's up, Brother Byron? There he is, Brother Byron in the building. What's up, brother? And I think that's a major part of it. But in the end, the reality is we knew this wasn't no freaking quarterback competition. Only people outside the building thinking like that. New Orleans Saints listed as one of the NFL's biggest flops in 2020. Payton seems intent on dragging it out until the final preseason game, which doesn't bode well for developing strong team chemistry in the chaotic post-Brees era. What chaotic post-Brees era? There is no chaos in the post-Brees. There is none. There is no chaos in chaotic post-Brees era. It's no chaos right now. These just a bunch of merchants of doom, man. You slap the piss out these guys. All right, and the Saints are going to need every ounce of we got chemistry. What chemistry? After Michael Thomas surgery well sidelined him for the start of the season, New Orleans also lost several other juggernauts. Juggernauts due to salary cap restrictions, including Trey Hendrickson, Emmanuel Sanders, and Jared Cook. First of all, I know this dude crazy. This dude called Jared Cook a juggernaut. I mean, he might be a knot. That's more part about the game that I agree on. He's definitely not nothing, but he got paid. And he made the Pro Bowl with 40-something catches. Boy, that guy, let me tell you something about that goddamn guy, man. That guy, when we signed that guy, I remember Raiders and Packers people were saying, you're going to know why we got rid of him. That guy comes to pieces in the playoffs like he did with the Saints. Came in there and fell to pieces. He was supposed to be the part that lifted the Saints because he was supposed to be the veteran that had all that experience that when we go to him in the clutch, he would excel. Now, had this guy caught the ball in that game and caught the ball when Drew threw it to him and it didn't pop up off his shoulder for an interception, or he didn't run famously, stupidly, blindly, and ignorantly, like he was a rookie, run across the middle of the field with the ball in his arm like a loaf of bread, and the guy just pokes it out and then that's fumble. He came to pieces, man. And he make way too much money to come to pieces like that in that game, man. Really, and that's what we brought him in for. If he'd have lived up to expectations, he make those plays, they move on. It wasn't solely on him, but these are the plays that really stick out. But if you naming that guy a juggernaut, you out of your damn mind. That guy is not a juggernaut. And of course, say Trey Hendrickson. Trey Hendrickson was gone either way. Let me tell you something. Trey Hendrickson could have had 100 sacks last year. He was still he'd had 100 damn sacks. He was still gone. We knew that. We said that Trey Hendrickson was up out of here. We knew that about Sheldon Rankins, that Sheldon Rankins was up out of here. It was a race between David Onyemata and Sheldon Rankins to get the money. When David Onyemata got the money, Sheldon Rankins knew he was in the street. We knew that. Come on, we talked about that on this show. We talked about it. So no, he's not a juggernaut. Emmanuel Sanders was very good last year. And of course, to address the Michael Thomas thing, when Mike got hurt in week 1. He caught 40-something passes for the Saints with no touchdowns. And the Saints still won double-digit wins. Why? Because they're good. They know how to bring guys in and out to keep things rolling because we're good at putting the depth together. And that speaks to the chemistry of the team. You can't have good chemistry and keep winning games. Good chemistry means that guys are on the same page. Good chemistry means guys know what they're doing. Good chemistry means that next man up mentality means that I need to go in there, step my game up as a team, and we're going to win these games. That's what good chemistry is. That's what the Saints have. That's why the Saints win a lot of games, because of good chemistry, because people believe in the system, because it bears fruit. You ain't going to believe in no system, and it's not bearing any fruit. It's not showing success. But if you have over a decade of success of winning in the black and gold building, you're going to gain a lot of people that's going to say, okay, that's a track record of success that I can get behind. So there is no bad chemistry. And that's the reason why a lot of this, we're going to push past a lot of the things that we're dealing with. Injuries and people doubting us is nothing never new. We always deal with that. Even when we won the Super Bowl that year, we wasn't picked to win the Super Bowl that year. I mean, regardless or not, just people just don't understand, because they're looking at the Saints like the Saints is a standard professional football team. No, we're not the same. We're not the same as most of these teams, because most of these teams don't know how to win. Not consistently anyway. Knox definitely declares New Orleans as the second best team in the division, behind Tampa Bay, of course, who lost to the Saints twice last year, but look like they're coming back even stronger and drinking some of Brady's Kool-Aid, perhaps. Following Brees' retirement, the Saints have indeed started a new chapter on the franchise, one that may result in missing the playoffs or worse. It's ridiculous. Imagine if both Hill and Winston were absolutely terrible this season. Imagine if they were absolutely good this season. Why would we automatically imagine that they were terrible this year? Why would I automatically default to the negative mode? That don't make any sense, because neither Jameis or Taysom will be heavily relied on to the point where they'll be the reason why the Saints win. They'll play their part in spots and spurts when it comes to them playing their spot. But this is a team game. The Saints offense will be driven by the running attack. And then, of course, Jameis Winston him and Taysom have to play off the back of the running attack. That's why you see two tight ends and a focus on tight ends, 2 and 3 set tight ends. That's why you see a focus on Coach Payton. The first move he did, bringing a new player, was getting Alex Armah for Carolina, and people missed right over that. They had people laughing, Saints signed the fullback. And I'm like, you don't understand who this guy is. Alex Armah is a guy, if you watch the tape on him, he's a guy that can play H-back, fullback, and tight end for you. He can. So, I mean, you give Coach Payton of all people, an athletic fullback, that's something that he didn't have in years, man. An athletic fullback who can catch the ball like a tight end. Come on, man. Could you imagine what Coach Payton could do with a player like that? Well, you don't have to imagine too long, because you're going to see it. All right, let's get back into this. These people are absolutely insane, man. It's insane. They don't know the team. All right, so they says, following Brees' retirement, the Saints have indeed started a new chapter of the franchise. Imagine if both Hill and Winston were absolutely terrible this season. Hill with his cowardly drop back groundings, and Winston with multiple picks every game. Or imagine if Michael Thomas doesn't return to even half his form, or Marquez Callaway goes cold, or if the tight ends keep dropping like fleas. What? If everything can go wrong, the Saints can easily flop harder than a bare belly, cringe-inducing, splash-tastic plummet into unforgiving waters. Let's just hope it doesn't come out. What kind of bullshit is this? What kind of BS and bullshit is that? What kind of ridiculous? That's why, you know what? That's why I love the sports coma, man. Who that to you, Adrian? Good to see you in the chat. What's up, Marty? Who that? That's why I love the sports coma, man, because we can my goodness. We can respond to BS and tripe like this. What's up, Tech Saint? We can respond to crap and garbage and foolishness like this dumbass reporter. Not the Who Dat Dish reporter, but the Who Dat Dish reporter is merely just regurgitating the talking points of a moron, idiot, Mark Chump, dumbass reporter who has no idea of what the Saints are about. You would naturally go into default mode and go to the negative, then talk about Jameis throwing a bunch of picks. So obviously you haven't been watching the preseason. If you had known that, you would have known that it wasn't a competition between Jameis Winston and Taysom Hill. You'd have known that if you'd done some research. That's why I keep telling y'all over and over again, these people don't do any research. They just talk shit. That's all they do. And I've been showing them. I'm pulling. You remember that saying that the emperor has no clothes? You remember that old saying? Well, it's the same thing with these people. These people don't know what they're talking about. And I keep showing the Who Dat Nation that these people that's talking about them, that's covering the team, don't know the team. They don't do the proper research. They don't research anything properly. They don't pay attention. You can't talk to me about the Saints because you don't watch the Saints every day like I watch the Saints. You can't talk to me about the Saints. You can't tell me about Callaway, about Jameis, and all these other people out here. You might have talked about the Saints or Jameis Winston when he was Tampa Bay, but I know about Jameis now with the black and gold. And a lot of people stop looking at, and it's just a bunch, man. It's just absolutely ridiculous, man. What's up, Sofa King the Great? Much love. Thank you, fam, for the super chat. Who that from Miami? Much love to you. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you in the super chat. Much love to you. But you can't talk to me about the black and gold because you're too stupid. You don't know nothing about the black and gold because you're perpetrating a fraud. And that's what I get upset, because don't perpetrate the fraud. Don't come to me with that BS because I smoke you with it. Don't play with me about the Saints. The Saints, I'm on this in here. You know, I'm about every damn day you could put on. We in the building with the sports coma every day except for the weekend. Some Saturdays. Well, last couple of Saturdays, we in the building with 3 or 4 hour streams. Don't talk. We know the Saints. This is the great Saint think tank. You can't talk to me about the Saints and Coach Payton and what this team is about. You can't talk to me about them because you're not as thorough and researched as we are up in here. If you want to know about the Saints, come on, talk to us, because we be following them all the time. We be listening to them, all the interviews, all the articles, everything that you got, we covers it. The majority of that shit, we cover it here on this show, and we talk about it. We keep it real, we dedicate it, and we don't have no agenda with us. Don't talk. They cannot talk to me about this team. They come out and said that the Saints is going to flop because what if Michael Thomas, we won double-digit games, and Michael Thomas only caught 40-something passes. He was in and out the rotation last year. He was in and out the rotation. Despite the follies of Jared Cook, we still was able to win double-digit games. When we lost Teron Armstead for several games, one of our best offensive linemen, it's not as Ryan Ramczyk now, but Armstead, arguably one of the best or the best for a long time. When he was in and out of the lineup, we were still winning games, still rushing for 200 yards on these people. It's ridiculous, you know, and it's just like it gets to a point where it becomes hate. I'm not going to hate on people. I don't have time to hate your ass. You see what I'm saying? I don't have time to sit up here and play games with people and talk about hating people all day. I don't got no time for that. I don't hate the Atlanta Falcons. I don't hate the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I don't hate none of our rivals in the NFC South. I don't hate nobody, period. I don't hate anybody. I don't have time to sit up here and hate people. That's the only thing. I pay attention to the team, and I know what we're dealing with. I know the culture of the team. I know when people come in here, they buy in, and whatever dysfunctionality that they had that was stopping them from being where they can move up to the next level, they lose that when they get here and they gain the functional mentality, because that's what it takes to win. You can't be dysfunctional in a functional environment. You won't. You either change with the environment or get pushed out of it. That's the bottom line. That's how it works. Anywho, thank you, Last St. Tyrese, for the super chat, my friend. Appreciate you for the super chat, brother. Thank you for that. CT Crusher, thank you, fam. Much love, fam. Appreciate you. And good to see you, CT Crusher. Who that to you, my brother? Hope everything going right with you. All right, fam. So with that being said, what we're going to do is we're going to go into the chat now, man. And listen, that kind of got me fired up a little bit. I had to calm down because that was ridiculous. That was foolish because them people don't know what they always do the same thing. They don't know what they're talking about. So what I'm going to do, family, I'm going to put the link in the chat for the family members to jump in on the show. And we're going to be going to right up until maybe maybe an hour and a half or so. We'll get right up to 9:30 and we'll cut it off cold for the Pelican post-game report. What's up, Doug? Who that to you, fam? Good to see you there, brother Byron, as well. All right, Tech Saint, what's up, fam? Said Big Q, they're pissed off that Taysom not named started. If he had been their narrative, it would have been a little favorable. They sneaky with James. Yeah, I know they got a lot of bull crap going on with that. with the Jameis thing, man. The Jameis hate is real, man, for real. It's a lot of Jameis hate people out there that don't want to see Jameis succeed, man. It's the most damnedest thing that I've ever seen in my life. You got time to sit up there and pray for my downfall. Pray for my downfall. Keep praying. Remember that? That's what they're doing on old Jameis. What's up, Chris? Who that to you, fam? He said, let them talk, let them hate. Watch Jameis navigate. I like that. Let me say that again. All right. Let them talk, let them hate. Watch Jameis navigate. Oh, yeah, I like that. True says, facts, Big Q. I was trying to tell a fellow who that earlier today on YouTube. It wasn't no competition at all. Yeah, it's not. It's just them trying to sell papers at the time, man. We do it, man. How you gonna put that man up against that man? That man had 4 games of NFL starting experience as a quarterback. The other man has 70-something games. Coach Payton put them together now. Coach Payton could have easily went and got a guy that Taysom could have, wouldn't have had much difficulty with. But Coach Payton really wanted to see if he could beat out Jameis. And of course, Jameis showed him. See, what stopped Jameis in Tampa was Jameis. Jameis always had all of the tools. He was always intelligent and a winner and a leader. But the thing that stopped Jameis Winston was Jameis' dysfunctions. When Jameis came to they can't see that, and that's what they're missing. They can't understand the psyche of people who want to be better than what they were from the past. If you get serious about being better than what you was yesterday, then you can understand what I'm talking about. When every day you want to be better than what you was yesterday, that is what the mission is. Every day, incremental improvement. That's what makes a person functional, because we're not all perfect. But if you recognize your imperfections, because you were born with a certain amount of imperfections, and then the key to it in life is to perfect oneself. Now, you might not ever get there into a perfected form, but that in itself is the journey of life, is that you keep going on the path to correct the errors in your being and recognizing what's harmful to oneself and improving upon oneself every day. That's the answer. And if they understood that, they will understood why Jameis Winston is different than what he was when he was with Tampa Bay. If you get that, then you understand. But most people don't understand the power when somebody make their mind up to be greater than what they was yesterday. They don't get it. They don't get it. What's up? Mitchell says, whoever this reporter is need to be slapped in their job. Yeah, that reporter must have got his degree out of kindergarten somewhere, because, man, that was absolutely ridiculous. That was one of the worst articles written on the Saints that for real. And I've read quite a few thousand of them, more than that. But, man, let me tell you, that was probably the worst article that say why the Saints is going to fail that I've ever had had the terrible privilege of reading. That was awful, man. That's awful. All right, so big ups to the rest of the family members. Let's get them on up in here. Y'all hit the link. Y'all can pop on there. I seen Last Saint up in there. We're gonna bring Last Saint in there. We got Coach Rudy gonna pop up in there. I want everybody in my family. Remember, we're gonna be going up until right around, I say about 8:55. Then we're gonna cut off screen because I gotta hit on to the Pelican platform after that. But you can feel free, family, to pop in here. The link is in the chat. One of the family members was asking, Q, how can I get in there? The link is pinned to the top of the chat. You hit that link and get on up in here and talk your stuff. So without further ado, we're bringing Tyrese. We'll bring in Coach Rudy as well. Welcome to the stream. Rudy, what's up, man? You got a new hat, huh?
The name's Scarface. Don't you forget it.
Scarface. What is it called? Cajun Scarface.
Share Cajun in the building.
But this ain't a new hat. I had this one on a while back. I got the same day. I got my white one.
Oh, okay. All right.
Just
so you got a new persona. New persona is Cajun Scarface. Is that what's going on here, Rudy?
Yeah, that or just a Cajun component. Doesn't matter. I don't care. I just wanted. I was kind of like, I just want to do something a little different other way, because I wear my white one for a while. I'm really let that get some rust a little bit.
Well, let me tell you something, Rudy. It's good seeing you, man. We haven't seen you in a while, bro.
Yeah,
it's good seeing you, and people were asking about you, and I was like,
Rudy's
fine. Sometimes he be just listening, you know what I'm saying? But it's good to see you.
When it comes to every time it gets around my birthday, I always just kind of go incognito, I kind of go ghost for a little bit, because I really don't like my birthday.
Nah, it's all right, Rudy. But luckily,
like, hey, I had 2 great birthdays out of 28. I'm like, the good news is I got to spend more time with my little niece the other day. Yeah, my sister had her baby.
Good, brother. Good, man. I knew you was doing something positive with the family, man. So I mean, good to see you on the show, my friend.
Yeah.
Much love to you. And brother Tyrese is on the line with you. Brother Tyrese, how you doing, my friend?
I'm good, man. What's up? What's up? Just finished eating some Chinese food, so I'm trying to stay up.
Oh,
Chinese
that's
food
good.
is nice, but I had etouffee, so
I may need to get some of that. I was trying to go to New Orleans next week for the game, but I don't know how this hurricane gonna be there. So
they could have had the game today if it was gonna be that bad, you know. But then again, it's still kind of confusing.
for the season though, Green Bay.
Well, I mean, I say the preseason's over with, bro. I mean,
Yeah.
well, I kind of called. I said I thought they was gonna move the game up, but then I think the Saints would probably promote it to just cancel the game because you play when the storm's showing how strong the capabilities are. They're not gonna play with that. That's too much of a risk.
It's just safer just to cut it. Turned into a away game.
They could have. They would have to remove some stuff around, and I think it's a little bit short notice on it. So they just did the next best thing was just to cancel it.
Of course, then again, this hurricane is kind of short notice. So
yes. So let's get on into it, family. Let's talk about it. We go with you first, Rudy, then Brother Tyrese. And like I said, family, if y'all want to pop in, the link's at the top of the chat. Feel free to hit upon the link, and you can join the panel. We're gonna start with you, Rudy. Thoughts on the Saints and what they're doing, brother?
I'm actually happy Jameis won the job. First off, I love how you said it's not a competition. It really wasn't. It was actually a massacre. Oh, wow. That joke went over real well. But I have a question, Big Q, about the NFL Bleach Reporter.
Yes.
That's what it was.
Yes.
I want to know what kind of toilet paper they're using, because that don't look like no 2-ply. That look like some freaking 1-ply you freaking stick your finger through when you wipe.
It was this was
hot garbage.
Yeah, this was pretty bad, bro. This report by Christopher Knox, man. This was an awful, very awful report.
I've seen some New York cooking look better than this. What this BS came up with.
Yeah, this was pretty bad, man.
It was. It was. It's not even. Oh God. I mean, do people not even see? And I'm actually glad I watched the preseason game. First off, let me mention this. Now, credit to Taysom Hill from at least trying to keep things interesting, but it felt like his last game. It felt like he knew and I hate that he had to go out like that on his birthday. It's like you can tell in his body language that he's like, I didn't win the job. You know, I had a chance and I just dropped the ball. You know, but and that's why preseason is so important, so you can see who deserves what job. And not only that, I actually watched that post game interview with Jameis. Even though, and I know you see it too. He said he said it was his fault. He needed to throw better. The fact that he's taking accountability for even that one interception he threw, which even though it wasn't his fault, it happens sometimes. Tip drill happens. I mean, the fact that he took accountability for that, even that single play, shows he has a lot. In this 1 and maybe 2 years he's been here, he has shown a lot of growth and maturity.
That's true. He looked like a whole different person, child.
All right, we got Lil Esco in the
What up, Q? What up, Rudy? What's up, Tyrese? What it do, brother? What's up? Shout at these folk down here tripping, Q. They about all the ice out the style. They about all the sandbags. We can't get nothing down here. Shout it, got everything, shout. I would have gone to the store, tried to buy light bulb. Lights. Shoot, the lights were flickering out yesterday. These folks, they tripping, shout. Shout like, I don't know, I might have to move about Louisiana sometime and shit. Every time this stuff happened, then they got one gas station in my town, and the dang on line be round the street, round the corner. These folks tripping,
yeah, I skipped the line.
I mean, where I live, it's not. I'm just glad we got multiple stations. I literally had to go to northbound to get to the gas station.
Shout out to these people down here getting gas, And dude had one white boy up there. The dude had like 15 gas cans in the back of his pickup truck, putting gas in it, keeping the gas. Man, I almost got into it, dude. Dog, what you taking all the gas for, Shout? Shout, you know it ain't that much 87 in Louisiana for that mess, man. What you doing, Shout?
That makes about as much sense as buying toilet paper when the pandemic starts.
Yeah, that's him. But congratulations to that boy Winston, Shout. He deserved it. Taysom, he looked defeated. Shouter looked like he already knew he wasn't going to be the starter. And you know, it sucked because I was rooting for Taysom. You know, I knew deep down inside his ass wasn't no quarterback, but I was rooting for him.
Oh
anyway.
hell no! Fuck all that. Look.
No, he ain't no quarterback. Shouter, he a running back.
He
a
lost.
running back.
He lost the battle.
He ain't no quarterback.
Taysom lost the game fair and square.
Hold on, family. One at a time. Go ahead, Tyrese.
Let me say something.
All right.
Look, Taysom lost fair and square. Look, when I saw that man get in that game, I was like, good God, what happened to this man?
What happened? Right.
On his birthday, too, they did that man dirty.
Yeah,
I mean, you could have waited till the Cardinals game or something. They did Taysom did on his birthday, and he looked like, man, I already know they don't want me to be the starter, Shouted. So just give it up. And that's what he did. But congratulations to Winston.
I'm sure
he looked good.
Jameis played better quarter. He had look. I'm not gonna make any excuses for Taysom because there were throws that he could have made. But let's be honest, Marquez Callaway was balling out.
He was.
Let's be real, Tyrese. Let's be real, Tyrese. That boy Taysom be holding on to the ball too long. He sit up there. He don't make the right throws when the throws are wide open. I seen a couple of check down Taysom could have thrown. He's sitting up there holding on to the ball. And instead of him doing what he always do, running, running, and Tyrese, you know that boy can run. What you sitting up there holding on to the ball for? Do what you do best. Don't nobody care if they keep calling you a running back. Just do what you do best. You know you good at running, scratch that. Keep going and run. Don't be sitting up there trying to do that. Yeah, that's
if he had opportunity to run, he would have run. As you can see, he was trying to fight in the pocket.
But look, when he was the quarterback for them preseason games, he didn't run damn time against the Ravens or against the team last week. He run no time. He just stood back there in the pocket, trying to show everybody I can be the pocket pass.
That has a lot to contribute to what Sean Payton wanted. He obviously should have ran. Because if he would have ran, he would have gained more chunk yards and had more first downs.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And we would have been some people wanted Taysom to fail anyway, which I think was some BS. Let the man be in the competition and do what he's doing, but don't be rooting for the man to fall just because you don't like him. Shout out, that ain't right. I didn't like that. And some people were doing the same thing to Winston. But that's all I'm going to say, Big Q. You know, we getting ready for this hurricane, so I don't want to hold you up on here. I got to go to the store and get some stuff, shout. But y'all be praying for it down here because they say this thing might be bad. But that's all I'm going to say.
All right. Thank you, brother. That's cool. Much love to you, bro. Thank you. And be safe out there, fam.
Hey,
yeah, you do.
I got a question for you.
All right, hold on just a second, fam. We got some more family members coming in. Hold your question there, Rudy. I'm gonna come to you in a second. Brother Randolph to join the stream. What's up, brother Randolph? How you doing? And 985 Live is in the building. Much love, fam. Appreciate y'all being here. Brother Randolph, how you doing, fam? Brother Randolph, can you hear me?
Hello.
What's up, Q?
There you go. What's up?
Yeah,
good, bro. How
man.
you doing?
Hey, man, it's an honor to be on here with you.
Same to you, my brother.
Man.
Welcome on.
Up in Dallas, man. Ready to head back home to get mine, man.
Yeah, you're right, bro.
Good luck.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right, bro. I mean, that's the move, bro, because it's looking pretty bad.
Yeah, you're kind of cutting out.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Nothing to play with, man. But
hey, Randall, you going in and out, my brother.
From the cradle to the grave.
I got you.
3-13 season. man. The worst. Yeah. Back to me.
Yeah, you cutting in and out there, brother Randolph. You going your sound going in and out, my brother.
All right.
Ow.
Let me work on
You
it.
might want to leave and come
All
back.
right. Go ahead now. Yeah. Try popping back and come getting off and then coming back, brother Randolph. It might give you a better connection.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Stuff and then come back down.
Yeah, he needs to come on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Come back. Get off and then
Can you
come
hear me
back
now?
on there, brother Randolph, and then I'll let you back in.
That's better. Y'all hear me?
All right, so we brother Randolph gonna come back to the stream. 985 Live J in the build. I mean, Live is in the building. What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Man, how y'all doing on tonight, man? Big Q, Last Saint, got Cajun Scarface. What's up, man? How y'all doing on tonight, man?
Yo, what's
Doing
cracking,
good, bro. Doing good. How you doing, my brother? Good to hear from you.
All right.
Hey, man, I'm good. I'm heading to work, man. I'm over here in Baton Rouge, man. This traffic horrible, bro. Already.
I don't blame you, dude.
I ain't made it to the Cadian three-way yet, man. I've been sitting in traffic the last 15 minutes.
What is some funny
Man, I'm about
Nani?
to hop on this.
Can y'all hear
Hey,
me?
Nani.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Hey, Nani, want to hear something funny? I went to go bring my dad to the surgery Monday. It took me literally from my exit at Walker to Denham. It took me an hour and a half just to get there.
Yeah, that's crazy. Man.
Because there's a wreck. But yeah. How's your day been, Nani?
Yeah, go ahead, Live.
What's on your
95
mind,
Live. I
Live?
can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay. I would listen to Scarface or whatever. He was breaking up a little bit, but
Oh,
yeah, man, I'm over here heading to work, man. I'll probably make a decision, man, tomorrow if we're gonna leave or not. I'm waiting till I get off in the morning to try to figure out, but man, this traffic already bad.
Yeah. Yeah, good luck on the plans, dude.
Yeah.
So like I said, I wish you the best.
I came on here, man, to mess with my boy Tyrese, man. We told you the other night, bro.
Oh, shit.
Winston was not gonna win a starting job, bro. Hey, I know we had hope, bro, but he was not gonna win the starting job, bro. We told you. We
Look, man, the sun
had to
was
let
shining
the air
again for
out you,
Taysom
bro,
Hill.
because you was a little too
Remember
hot,
that.
bro. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I don't know what the hell happened to Taysom, man. But look, Taysom gonna be getting quarterback reps anyway. So
Yeah, he will.
in the event, hopefully Jameis doesn't get injured or catches COVID or anything like that. But in the event that Jameis falls, I mean Taysom Hill will right the ship. I mean, 1 read, 2 read, run. I mean he can still. I'm just messing around. Look, we can still win games with either or quarterback, you know.
But
So,
hey, Tyrese.
Yeah, what up?
Two things. First off, when you said the way you said hello, I was so tempted to go line out and say, "It's me you're looking for." I'm like, yeah, but I didn't because
Oh yeah, please keep that to yourself.
I didn't do it though. I can't. I was laughing to myself, you know. But now, granted, BQ said this wasn't a quarterback competition. To be honest, I think it would be a little more interesting. It probably a little bit closer, but Jameis will still won the job, even if Taysom utilizes his legs in the games. Do you think that's plausible too? Okay, let me rephrase that question.
Yeah, can y'all hear me?
Yeah. I can hear
you. Okay, you were asking, do you think Taysom would have won if he used his legs?
No. Do you think that if Taysom had used his legs, that it'd make the competition a little bit closer?
Yeah, Taysom was. I don't really think Taysom doing rushing TDs would have accounted for the quarterback battle because we're looking
Yeah.
at precision and accuracy of the
Good point. Oh, it sounds like he's breaking out, cutting out too.
Tyrese, you're breaking up, bro.
He must be going out.
Tyrese, you're breaking up, bro. We're gonna bring brother Jerry in. Yeah, your connection is breaking up, my friend.
What it do, my boy?
Hey, what's up, everybody? Hey, what's up, everybody?
Breaking up pretty bad, brother Tyrese.
Yeah, there he is.
Yeah.
Hey,
Pop
what's up?
back
What's
in,
going
bro.
on? What's going on?
Randolph too. Y'all
What
pop
up,
back in,
Jerry?
Randolph. I'll get y'all back in there as well. So big ups. What's up, OG?
What's up, Big Q? What's happening, brother?
Doing good, my friend. Welcome on to the show, brother Jay.
Of course, man. I couldn't miss it. Couldn't miss it anything in the world, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Miss it.
Okay, brother Jerry. What's going on with you, my friend, and how things going on your side of the fence? What you think about the black and gold? What's going on right now, my friend?
Well, of course, we already know about the cancellation of the game. As you might well say, preseason is already over.
Pretty much.
But after these two games that we saw, I like what I see, especially since I got the news earlier today that Jameis Winston is our week 1 starter. So I'm happy about that because I already knew it was going to be official.
Yes, sir.
So
Yep.
so I'm very happy about that. But before I go any further, I just want to give my thoughts and my prayers and my support to all those that are being affected by Hurricane Ida that's already out in the Gulf right now. And my prayer is the more west this thing goes, because I've been watching it ever since this morning and Thursday. The more it go west, hey, we still in good shape, and I'm still in good shape at my end. So all is well over here. Because pretty much it's going to be typical thunderstorms, just rain and some wind, but no, you know what I'm saying, not a whole lot of damage and everything. But other than that, all is well. And for those that are in Louisiana and in Texas and some parts of Alabama, that's watching that storm. My prayers are going out to all those with their families and their loved ones and their friends and people that they know. So, my prayer goes out to all y'all out there.
Hey, Jeremy, I got a question for you. Not Jeremy. I can't speak tonight. Jerry, I got a question for you.
You're rocking that fedora, don't tell to speak, bro.
Well, sometimes
you rocking that fedora, bro. You rocking that hat, bro.
Well, this is my relaxed fedora, so I'm gonna have a little bit of a speech impediment. But this is my question to you. Now, I don't want to.
What's up?
Hold on. Knocking on wood here. Let's just say that something bad happens to Jameis, and Taysom's still in his Swiss Army roll. Out of Trevor Siemian and Ian Book, who do you think would be the starting backup role?
I have to say Ian Book. I have to say Ian.
I agree. He did seem very in the game he played. He was very composed.
Even though Ian's a rookie, he got just take baby steps, man. So
he does.
I know Trevor been in the league for a minute. But I kind of slightly gonna have to get the edge to Ian because the dude is young, just like Jameis. The young fella is young, and he can and I seen a couple of games he was in. The boy good. I know he was good in college with at Notre Dame, because I did see him in that playoff that college playoff final. One of the games that was trying to get to the national championship earlier this year, when they played against Alabama. They moved the Rose Bowl to AT&T Stadium in Dallas because they normally have the Rose Bowl in Pasadena. Because
and that's where she
about the quality, the air quality over there in California, during the pandemic and stuff like that. But I like this. I see Ian Book kind
Speaking
of
of air
fill in
quality,
that gap.
I agree. And Jay, speaking of air quality, we all know why they have bad air over there. They smoke a little too much over there, and some of that strong stuff.
I wouldn't say that.
No, look.
Nah,
When it
it's
comes to
45, bro.
California grass, Jamaicans go, "Oh, don't smoke that weed, man."
985.
Yeah.
What you want to add to that, bro?
Hold on, Big Q. Before
I
you get to that,
I said as far as
hold on.
five.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. I hope everybody is safe out there.
Thank you, brother Jay.
Go ahead, 95.
All right.
I'm sorry to cut you off, man, but I just want to give a shout out. That's
good.
all.
You good? No, I was saying, he was talking about smoking. I say, yeah, they smoke over there, but it's actually forest fires or whatever that they do.
Yeah.
That's
I was
why
making
it's
a joke, because it's legal over there.
I know you were.
But please, I hope they're doing great well over there, because it is not pretty over there with all the forest fires.
Nah, man, and also with the mudslides over there, man. I can understand that.
Oh Lord, here comes the pastor. Oh Lord, here comes the pastor.
Speaking of hurricanes.
Hurricane Byron's in the building.
We got brother Byron in the building.
There ain't no hurricane live in this game, there, bro. I'm trying to hear what it is, though, bro.
You're right. It's not a hurricane. It's a tornado.
What's up, fam?
What's that with you, baby? What's going on, Drew?
What's up, brother Byron? How you doing, my brother?
Hope all is well at your end, bro.
It's always good, bro. You know, man. Look, I just want to make
sure. Yeah, out there on the coast, man. Hope everybody all right, bro.
Yeah, man. I just want to let y'all know, man. I ain't get a chance with y'all. I ain't get with y'all in a while and everything. I've been busy. Lately, me and my family, stuff like that. I'm just trying to and my girlfriend, her people, and stuff like that. So I'm just trying to, but I never forget about my family, though. As a Black Gold Nation, though, I just been, got a lot of stuff I had to take care of and everything. We got this hurricane, out there we got to deal with right now. I hope everybody be safe, and hope everybody, evacuate when y'all need to go and make y'all plans. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a serious threat that we need to worry about and keep our eyes on focus and monitor this storm that was going to do, tomorrow and Sunday and into Monday next week. So we just got to be more careful with this, though, because it's not the one you want to play with. It's not the toy you want to play with. This is serious. This ain't no joke. We just got to be ready, and we got to get prepared, once you get everything planned out for you and your family and your loved ones. And I'm doing the same thing for me and my people, though, you know what I'm saying? And I just think that that's all we need to do right now. So they're telling everybody to get prepared and get everything you need to do and get out quick and fast.
Yeah, they're saying it's predicted to be a full one once it come across the warm waters of the Gulf. It's set the trend right over the top of the center of the Gulf, where it's very warm out there, and it'll fuel up. So they're expecting it to jump.
Yeah,
and BQ, and like I was saying earlier, the more westward this thing go, I just talked to my dad and my brother about that. The more this thing go westward, like if it's going far away from us, like I said, we okay. I mean, as long as we get some rain and some wind, that's all. That's all we needed. We don't need nothing, no worse than that. I mean, I'll take a 40 or 50 mile per hour wind. I mean, I'll take that, but don't give me that max. Don't give me that max, man. Because that's how Zeta was last year, and that's how Katrina was in 2005. So, and I know
Katrina was a Cat 5.
I wasn't born when Camille came through, so I just heard the history about it.
Yeah, and that's something me, most likely Byron and Big Q can agree on. History, you gotta learn to hit your history, otherwise you're doomed to repeat it. And that's why I'm such a big history buff. I don't understand why the people say history buff, but it's okay. But I'd rather learn everything I can about what happened in history, so that way I can make educated guesses and to prevent that in my own life.
Thank you for that, Rudy. We're gonna add a few more family members to the chat. Yes, we got brother Smokeless, young brother Smokeless joining us. What's up, brother Smokeless? And Randolph. What's up, Randolph? Back in the building.
What's up, dude?
What's going on, Smokeless?
What's up?
Can you hear Randolph? Can you hear me?
Hey,
Randolph.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can y'all?
I just realized my mic was muted. Who that, everybody? Who that, Jerry? Everybody in the chat,
Hey.
Byron.
Hey,
What's going on, bro?
what that to you, bro?
What that to you, man?
Hey, BQ.
Go ahead, Jerry.
Go ahead, Jerry. Go ahead. Let me say this. Shout out to man. That dude doing some awesome content over there.
Appreciate it, Jerry. Appreciate it, man.
No problem, mom.
I mean, there's a feedback.
Somebody got the echo. Somebody got the speaker on. I'm gonna have to mute somebody.
Yeah, y'all can hear me, right?
I can hear you.
Hey, Big
Go ahead,
Big Q, I'm not gonna stay on too long, bro. I'm not gonna stay on too long, bro. I just want to come on here and just want to give y'all my thoughts and opinions on what I see in the system. So, but y'all stay safe. Y'all stay blessed. We gonna get through all this as a family. We gonna get all through this as a family.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
There's no question about it, because we are the Who Dat Nation. And look, we are all family in this thing, bro. We all come together as one. Even through bad storms, through tornadoes and all that good stuff. I just wanted to say, I mean, y'all in my prayers every day, man, because we gonna get through this thing together as a family.
Oh, yeah.
I promise you that.
Bro.
That's what I say. We gotta be safe and keep everybody in the chat. Shout out to all the TSC queens. Shout out to everybody that's on there, man. I love you all, and there's absolutely nothing y'all can do about it. We're gonna get through this together. I can promise you that.
All right, thank you, brother Jay, bro, and appreciate you, man. Bro. Great words, wisdom, and prayers for my dog and the OG, man. One of the greatest of the great Saint think tank, brother Jerry, the OG. Thank you, bro.
Be safe, bro.
Who that, Jerry?
You're welcome, Big Q. All right, love you all, and God bless, man. Y'all take care. Y'all stay up.
You too, bro.
You too, my brother. Peace. That's brother Jerry, man. Always dropping wisdom, man. Great words. Look like we lost brother Randolph. Randolph, when you can, pop back in, bro. I'll put you back on there. He must be having problems and issues. Smokeless, welcome to the show, my brother. What do you think about some of the Saints moves going on?
There's a lot of stuff I gotta talk about, man. But how y'all doing, man? Shoot, I gotta talk about. Wait, Q, what was it? You made a record prediction, right? What was your record prediction? Or like the season?
Oh man. I think I had us going what? 12 wins, 11 to 12 wins, something like that.
Okay. Yeah. So I gotta talk about how, like, the preseason, like how guys like Jameis did, or Tony Jones Jr., who I talked about, and Zach Bond. I gotta talk about a lot. So, and one of the things that I keep forgetting to mention, well, I probably mentioned it previously, was how stacked this linebacker core is. Like, I mean, from Quan to DeMario, from Pete, from Zach. I mean, who do you? Yeah, Andrew Dowell, Chase Hansen, Wynton McManus, who showed up 7 tackles. I mean, yep. Who do you have as the odd man out not making the team as far as like the linebacker core? Because it's a hard one. Like it's really hard.
I mean, man. I mean, I think Chase Hansen makes it. We got an echo here. Smokeless, you got on speaker?
I think so. I'm probably gonna I'm gonna come back in the stream. Hold on.
No, you can stay right where y'all. I'll just mute your mic so it won't echo.
Oh, okay.
Here we go. All right. So, I mean, my call on it, my friend, is I mean, I think Chase Hansen makes it. I think Dennis Allen likes him around. Dowell, to me, is making it tough on Caden Ellis. I don't think McManus makes it. I think he'll be out, but my top. Let me see. Yeah. DeMario Davis, Quan Alexander's going to make it. Of course, Werner's going to make it. Bond's going to make it. That's 4 right there. You're going to keep 5
because he's on special teams.
And Chase Hansen could be the other guy out.
I think we'll keep McManus as a special teams, and not special, either special teams or practice squad.
Yeah, if the Saints when he clears waivers, that might be a guy.
I have a sneaky suspicion that Caden Ellis, much as I love this player,
they keep 6 of them. Then I would probably put. I would have to go.
Kate
I would have
might
to go with
cut.
Dowell over Ellis, in my opinion.
Yeah, Kate-
Dowell been busting tail, man. Come on.
I mean, and he's been in.
Yo, what?
If Ellis had stayed healthy, he might have made a name for himself. But he's been so injury prone. It's like, I'm like, why keep him around? You know. But I actually do like his personality. I'm glad he's here. And to be honest, he's probably have some good things to say if he does get cut. You know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, go ahead, brother Byron.
Yeah, I mean, I think to the point when I saw these last 2 preseason games, I saw the linebacker core, with Dowell and Ellis and Barnes. They did a great job though, especially in that Baltimore game that I saw, because I like what I see between them 3 guys, because that's what you need in that defense behind Demario Davis. Because I think that to the point, P. Werner, he played okay too. But I think, like I say, with Bourne and Ellis and Dowell, they was fantastic though, bro. I like these guys though. I think they're gonna tribute, right away, and I think they're gonna make this roster though, no question about it. And I think this is the guys you want. You brought back Quan though. That's good. That's my boy though, man, from LSU.
And that's Davis's boy too.
Yeah, but I bet. Look, let me tell you like this, Rudy. I've been a diehard LSU fan for a whole decade though, bro. And that's why I say, that.
You think it's for a whole decade?
Decade. When I say decade, that means I've been an LSU fan for a long time. For a whole.
Okay. I've been an LSU fan since I was born.
Exactly. So I've been a lot more because I'm born and raised in Louisiana. So that's why I got 2 teams between the Saints and LSU. You know what I'm saying? Because these my 2 teams I've been on. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I be panning with them though ever since. So that's what I'm saying is. When you brought back Quan, you know what I'm saying, he's gonna help when he did left off last year before he got hurt. And that's what I'm saying is when you have a defensive core that's gonna contribute, these guys gonna do what they're gonna do. And that's why I'm informed, because that's when you're gonna help with Demario Davis, as he's the number 1 starter linebacker for this defense. That's gonna help the guys behind him anywhere it goes. So Dowell and Bourne and Ellis, they was outstanding in that preseason game. And I'm saying they're gonna do very so good once we get towards the season for the opener. You're gonna see the boys gonna do the same thing when they left off prior to the last game we had before.
Hey, Byron.
Yo.
I was upset when we cut Jack Rabbit and Quan. I was upset we let them both go, but I hope we get Quan back, because that dude was more effective than Jack Rabbit was. I think on the interior line at least, for he's an outstanding cornerback. Let's not get it twisted. He's an outstanding cornerback. But the reason why we let Quan go was because not only the contract, but also his injuries. Now his injuries are coming along nicely, but the contract, we had to wait till his contract at least was up with San Francisco, because he also had the avoidable years. And when he was a complete free agent, we can get him whatever price we want. So Sean was playing a long con with Quan. And speaking of Sean, this man is a master of misdirection. He loves just giving a little bit of bait for the media just to nibble on before giving the whole picture, And
go ahead.
And
bring Smokeless in a minute.
Okay, I have one question for y'all. Out of all the Saints players we have, who do you think has the best chance of revitalizing their career by changing a position? By changing their position that they originally was at to another position? My person of choice, who I think has revitalized his career, Juwan Johnson, by going to tight end.
Big move right there. Smart move for the Saints to do that. We would call it for that what was it, last year? You can see that going on. I'm gonna give Byron a chance to answer that too. But let's go to Smokeless, brother Smokeless. Let him finish his thought on the linebackers as well. Smokeless, go ahead and finish your thought on the linebacker, my friend. And if you want to answer Rudy's question as well.
Yeah, but let me answer Rudy's question first. Juwan Johnson was probably the best move possible. Like, if it was between, because before little Jordan Humphrey cut down to at least the manageable weight for like a wide receiver, I wanted him to switch to tight end.
Ooh,
it was either him or Juwan Johnson who I wanted to switch to tight end, because both of them great blockers. Route running is kind of it's really solid. You know, strong hands. I really thought they could have. Well, Lil Jordan Humphrey could have made a good tight end too, but most definitely Jawan Johnson. But yeah, like I've been referencing for the linebacker core, it is deep. Like I mean, the best man I say that can possibly make the team is probably like, you know, I have DeMario, Pete, is Bond, you know, Quan, and then Caden Ellis and maybe Andrew Dow, because I think Andrew Dow can contribute on special teams. He made a couple plays on special teams earlier. But yo, Zach Bond, I've been telling people, man, Zach Bond he's a dog out there, and that's why I like I said, like in previous streams on the show. I mean, he was thrown in the fire. I mean, a full off season of Zach Bond with off season activities. I mean, you can see the difference between everybody was from that rookie class, from Ruiz, from Tony Jones Jr., from Jawan Johnson. I mean, everybody, that transition between this offseason and next offseason, you can see it. And the offseason played a really huge part in both of those guys, all of those guys' success, in my opinion.
I mean, I'm gonna pull up the depth chart in a second.
Yeah,
and we'll go over it. But man, let me tell you something. I was been giving big comeuppance to the Saints linebackers for this entire season, bro. So I mean, I'm just gonna keep it real. They've been outstanding, man, and I just love. And we were talking about Bourne last year, and I said Bourne had the intelligence, size, and speed to play the position. He hung out with the Watts, JJ, and TJ Watt, and he picked up something from near and there. Have a full, like you said, the full camp coming in this thing, and he made tremendous strides and really shocked a lot of people who wasn't quite aware of who he was. Let me give a shout out to a new family member that joined the Great Saint Think Tank, Els Train Tuber 501. Much love to you, family. Thank you for joining and becoming a member of the Who Dat Nation over here. The Great Saint Think Tank welcomes you. And I'm asking all of the Great Saint Think Tank family members to give a big shout out to Els Train Tuber 501. One of the new family members joined in.
Great Saint Tank, bro.
Much love to you, my friend. Appreciate you. All right, and also the question is posed, just to throw a question out to the chat. Well, let me see. I don't think it's brother. What's up? Too Fast for Death says, you think Bryce Thompson has done enough to make the squad? Bryce is the Saints waived Bryce with that injury designation. He got hurt, and I was really kind of down about that. But if he clears waivers, the Saints more than likely will sign him back to the practice. We'll kind of sign him and kind of bring him back in some capacity. So Bryce Thompson, man, it's a shame, man. He was balling. He got hurt, man. And the Saints had they waived injury. What is it? A designation injury waiver or whatnot?
Right,
yeah.
I'm still upset they waived Lawrence Woods.
Yeah,
that was a big one.
Twice.
Yep.
Bring that sucker back.
But go ahead, Smoke. What else you got? Well, hold on, my bad. Go ahead, Brother Byron. This is your turn, bro.
Nah, I mean, I'm gonna let Smoke finish what he had to say. Go ahead.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. And another thing is, man, people is like the team. My only concerns about this team is just the interior line. Cause look, I'm really mad at David Ayamada. Really got that shit because he was he's on the edge. He was in the interior. Like the interior line is my only concern because as far as depth, even Jalen Dalton got hurt. So I think he out for the season. Am I right?
Yes.
Damn.
Wow. I mean,
speaking of injuries,
like I guess we probably rely on like an Albert Huggins or something like that. But we should hit back Lorenzo Neal because we did cut him alongside with Lawrence Woods, I believe. So
you're right. It was Lawrence Woods.
Yep. But as far as like this team in general, and that's why I'll be like, because some people have us losing about 10 to 11 games, and I don't see that, especially with this coaching staff. I mean, from your offense, you still have weapons without Michael Thomas, Jawan Johnson, who just transferred to tight end, Deontay Harris. Hopefully, I think he got this suspension too.
Like one game, maybe.
Yeah, but little Jordan Humphrey, Marquez Callaway, who's emerging as a wide receiver one. Traquan Smith, he can get back, but Even Tony Jones Jr., who's emerging, like the offense got weapons after weapons, and your defense, your D-line, Cam Jordan, Davenport, Peyton Turner, hopefully he can return after his injury. And the linebacker be a stacked linebacker core. In the corners, I don't think Marshawn Lattimore did get penalized. I don't know about that, but
he actually did two. I think like 2 games.
No. It's no penalty on him, Rudy.
Okay. So that's
like
even more better.
And it's looking like they won't be. So, but we'll see how that maintains.
But you got Lattimore, Paulson, and Debo, who's surprising even me, because without even playing the season, he's showing up. And then CD Deuce, who like I said, I made a breakdown video. He's one of the elite slot corners in the league. I mean, he's locking down at every standpoint. He's everywhere. So your secondary is looking good. Hopefully Marcus Williams can, get back on track. He almost picked off a pass in the Jaguar game. I mean, this team is looking serious. I got us winning about 13 or 12. Like, honestly, I don't know if it's just me, but the coaching staff, the roster,
11 games is perfect.
Yeah. But y'all let me know about that too. Y'all let me know.
What's going on?
All right, thank you, CT. Hold on right there, brother Smokeless. CT Crusher, what's up, brother? Welcome to the stream.
What's happening? What's going on with y'all, baby?
Doing good, brother. Good to hear from you.
Man, y'all too. What's happening, family? Who that family? I got the lights blinking in the back of me like I'm it's a wrestling entrance or something.
Or you had that, or you had a rainbow, or the Cubs are on you.
Oh man.
Sorry. That was in poor taste.
Who's that, PT boy?
How y'all doing?
Doing good, bro. What you think about the black and gold, man? How what you feel? How you feel about what's going on?
Yeah, I just want to say, who that? All the family. It's gonna be one of them years, It's either ride or die this year. Everything not gonna be peachy. Everything not gonna be successful. Everything not gonna be just a preconceived notion of victory and positivity. But we gotta tough that out. This is a ride or die year. If you ride with your team, we gonna ride. Right. If you're one of them flake fans, you're not gonna make it this year because a lot of things not gonna go our way. So that's what I'm here for. It's exciting. It's been a long time since we had so many questions in our off season. You feel me? It's been a long time. That's nerve-wracking and that's exciting at the same time. You feel me?
Yep.
You got a new beginning. Got a lot of questions, some new beginnings. Some questions gonna be answered, good or bad. So I see Sean Payton as one of them. How he coached without Drew. He a better coach without Drew. He doesn't lean on Drew. He leans more on his acumen and how he call a game. And I'm looking forward to see him go through a whole season and see what he can do with Jameis.
Yep, brother Crusher, I'm gonna tell you something, bro. You right as rainwater when you talk about the fact that the Saints have a lot of questions pertaining, and really we were going forward into the season, and we were looking at the fact that Drew, and it was so much going on, we forgot the fact that Drew Brees wasn't in that training camp because the competition was going. He that was the first time in a long time Drew is not there anymore. And we were excited to see Jameis take Taysom and Jameis go at it. But we knew ultimately the goal was to kind of get Jameis up to speed. And it took him all the way up. We knew he was the guy. I think this was all, I ain't going to say it was a farce, but I think this was an intelligent attempt by Coach Payton to show Taysom Hill, listen, you got a lot of work to do if you're going to be that guy. But Coach Payton knows how to utilize Taysom in this offense where he does the RPO work and the Wildcat work. He's fantastic at that because he runs them one side of the field and cuts off the field and gives him one or two options to do, and he's good at that. So I mean, this is a positive, and I keep telling people, like we talked to Tyrese, I like Taysom doesn't lose at all in this equation. If he loses to Jameis, which he was going to lose because he's not a better quarterback than Jameis, then he would settle back into the RPO. And one of the family members asked me, said, Q, do you think he'll settle for the RPO role after he lost to Jameis? Most certainly. I mean, this will show it is Taysom is totally all about the team. You gave him an opportunity to show what he can do. He didn't live up to expectations. This should be an inspiration for Taysom to go out and improve upon himself. But he'll play quarterback in RPO package. He'll play wide receiver, running back, whatever Coach Payton needs him to do. He'll do it gleefully because he realized he wants to win.
So he wants to win no matter what.
That's how I look at it.
Taysom Hill, above all else, he has tremendous faith. Taysom Hill is a faithful person. Some of the things that Taysom Hill has been through as a human being, as an athlete, that just exceeds everything else. Everything, adversities is common for men like Taysom Hill. His faith is highly tested in his life, and he's always gonna do the righteous thing. I don't see Taysom Hill as a very vain person, very narcissistic person, a very woe is me type guy. He's gonna do what he's gonna do, and he's gonna get back into his gadget role, and he's gonna be the best athlete on the field, like a lot of the times that he is, and we gonna roll like that. I think Coach Sean gave him a couple more drives to see what he can do. He did look a little bit dejected, in my opinion.
Yeah.
After he had seen the success that Jameis was having, especially with the deep balls and the decisions he was making, it looked like Taysom had lost a little confidence. He looked like he was a little frustrated. His body language was a little messed up, a little slouched over. On his birthday too. It just was a bad night for him. It was a terrible night for him, and but he's not going anywhere. Taysom Hill is your starting quarterback. Then who comes in the game and does Taysom Hill things in our playbook? That's half of our playbook. You put Taysom Hill as a starting quarterback, you literally are like taking a player off the field, especially in our playbook and what he do. So he's not going nowhere. He's still gonna be a big, very instrumental in what we do, a big focal point in our game planning, like he always is. But I am very excited about what Jameis did. Very excited. I'm very excited. I seen that guy make some awesome decisions. I seen his situational mobility show up. I seen his confidence show up. After the first touchdown throw, it looked like it gave him confidence to throw the second touchdown throw. And we haven't seen that. I think Pro Football Focus has said that was the longest passing play we've had since 2016, something like that.
Yeah.
So, that's where we at right now. We a lot of people don't want to admit it, but I'm super excited to see that long ball. I love Marquez Callaway stepping up like the way he is. I think like just earlier how you were saying how we just a team. We just dive chemistry, how we play together, who we are. It's not a lot of it's not a lot of individuals. That's just not who we are. We play by committee in a way, and we gonna be fine. I love Tony Jones Jr. I think Tay Train is kind of tripping. I don't know if y'all see that too, but Latavius is not having the best preseason. He doesn't look as his first cuts and how he was running the ball last year. I don't see that. He's so north and south right now and trying to bolo people, and he's not that vision that we were seeing him make. And he had that good screen pass, but he definitely doesn't have that vision like he did. And Tony Jones Jr. is running like he wants to be the number 2, simple and plain. You know, he's doing everything you're supposed to do when he's on the field. And I mean, he's just a very talented dude, you know. So it's a lot to be excited for. It's a lot to be excited for. There's so much unknowns, but you gotta find the joy in figuring it out. You know, that one thing about like life is if you're too ambivalent to learn anything, then you'll never know if you can do it or not. And even if we fail, even if this whole thing fails, we still seen what the team was. We still seen what we have to do. It doesn't matter. You know, we had to move on from number 9, the legend himself. We doing that as a team, and we see where we headed. And where we headed, we gonna be together no matter what.
Hey, brother Crusher, always dropping good jewels. I'm gonna put a question out to the chat. I'm gonna give you a chance just a second, Rudy. Just a second. Let me give a big shout out, brother Dwayne. What's up, fam? Good to see you in the chat as well, brother Dwayne. Running off Who Dat to your fam. Thank you for your cash app, my friend. Much love. I mean your super chat. Big ups to you, and thank you. Too Fast for Debt for becoming a YouTube member. Thank you for joining the YouTube
like that
family.
name.
Much love to you. Yeah, I told him that. Too Fast for Debt.
I love it.
All right, Woolworth Shorty. What's happening? Fam says nothing but facts. Woolworth Shorty. All right, we're gonna bring in Uncle Paulie. Hold up, Uncle Paulie have some issues right here. But I won't have a question here answered by brother Too Fast for That. Says, who do y'all think is a bigger threat outside of Tampa Bay? Is it the Falcons or the Panthers? I'm gonna put this to the panel. Let's start off Rudy, then we're gonna go with Byron, and then we still got Smokeless there as well, and then right back to Brother Crusher. Go ahead, Rudy. Who's the greatest threat outside Tampa Bay, Falcons or Panthers?
That's a good question. Now, I know we got they got Matty Ice and the Falcons, but to be honest, their defense has been really sus lately. And on that, they still have a new. If I remember correctly, they have a new head coach, right?
Yeah, the Falcons, yes.
Okay, and that's causing some problems. That's causing a lot of problems on the interior. So they're basically fighting. The Falcons are fighting themselves. So I'd say the biggest threat outside Tampa Bay has got to be the Panthers, because their defense has been on the up and up. But and they're actually getting some new quarter. I think they're getting like a new quarterback or something like that. Did they cut Bridgewater or no?
They still got Matty Icy out there as the quarterback for the Falcons.
I know.
And with the Panthers, it's Sam Darnold, who they traded from the Jets.
And to be honest, let's not front. The Panthers has a pretty good O line. Leagues better than the Falcons.
But let me tell you this, Rudy. When we did the NFC South roundtable with Lowe and Rashad and the other brother from the Carolina Panthers podcast that covered their team very well, mind you. You know, and I have to give them brothers credit, man, because listen, you know, I was prepared to bring a tool out the bag if I needed to spank Carolina on
bringing out the hammer, huh?
Right, I had to bring out Thor's hammer because listen, let me tell you something. You know, if they would have, you know, but them brothers respectful. You know, I didn't have to go there with them because they knew. They said we are disciples of the Saints offense. Then I was like, see that you don't get no realer than that.
And plus they got Joe Brady.
There you go, LSU and Saints. All right, so yeah, I thank you for that, Rude. Let's go on to Brother Byron. And my point on that about what you said about the offensive line. They said that the offensive line is questionable and that they have issues with Sam Darnold, and they should have took Justin Fields, the quarterback that the Bears took. Now, this is coming from the Carolina Panthers brothers who do their stuff like.
The problem with Sam Darnold is that whole organization just completely other garbage. Let's be honest.
But Teddy Bridgewater starting for Denver. That's all I know.
Hey, I'm glad Bridgewater's in the great organization with Denver.
Brother Byron, let me get you involved, bro. You've been sitting back chilling. What do you think about Fast Vedette's question? Who's a bigger threat, either Falcons or the Panthers to the Saints, bro?
I would say probably. I would say Atlanta because Because Atlanta is the team that they always compete with. With
we hate
Tampa Bay. And I think that Carolina. I don't know the deal with Carolina. They're still a young team though. They gotta say with Sam Darnold, their quarterback right now. I don't see Carolina compete with Tampa Bay. I think I could go with Atlanta. Atlanta is a team that could go toe to toe with Tom Brady and them because they out battle each other and they put up high points against each other. Every year against one another. So Atlanta is a team that could go against Tampa Bay in the division. But like I said before, the Saints are still a threat to Tampa. No question about that. Because we beat them twice already in a row. It should have been third time last year. But the Saints are still the best team in the division as the NFC South champions. So let's get that out the woods yet. The Saints are still the best team in the division.
We're still the Kings.
Because I don't see Tom Brady. I don't see the Buccaneers cannot do squat. When they know they got only team they got to worry about is the Saints. Now, they can take care of Atlanta and Carolina. I don't care. But the Saints are the threat team in the division. And you got to take that responsibility. Anyway it is. The Saints are the best team in NFC South. And they're going to remain NFC South champion for 5 straight in a row this year as a repeat as champion.
Who that?
Who that, baby, for life.
Who that? For life.
All right.
Life.
Smokeless. Come on in here, my brother. What do you think about that? Answer that question, brother. Smokeless, about who do you think is a bigger threat, Falcons or Panthers outside of Tampa Bay in the South for the Saints?
So the Falcons, I still think they have some internal errors in their team, so I don't think they as much as a threat as the Panthers, because the Panthers are coming along. The offense from Robbie. Y'all remember the Week 6 game? They gave us problems. Teddy B, Robbie Anderson, DJ Moore, and their defense is improving too with J.C. Horn, Derek Brown, Udo Gross Matos,
Terrence Marshall,
Jeremy Chin, Terrence Marshall too. They coming along as a team. So I think the Panthers are more of a bigger threat than the Falcons. The Falcons, they still have some internal errors in their franchise to get over the top in a long time. So
there's no chemistry in Atlanta.
As far as they're good players, AJ Terrell, guys like that, they have players, but I don't think they're like a threat to us. Not anymore. Facts. But yeah, that's what I think.
Thank you, brother Smokeless. Let's go on over to brother Crusher. Brother Crusher, what do you think about it? A bigger threat, Falcons or Panthers in the NFC South?
Well, Q, since how I look at it now is how Atlanta, their offseason has been. It's been some ups and some downs for them. They've been through a big transition for the front office and probably a big loss on the field with Julio not being there. So it to me, their defense is not up to par. And I just look at a Carolina team that really right now they have all the pieces. They have all of the things that you would need that's essential to having success in the NFL. But can they put it together? Can the young head coach, his third year, right? Can he put it all together and take these new pieces and make them work together? Has Sam Darnold figured it out? That's one thing about it. I thought Teddy B really had a better year than a lot of people, said he did. I don't know. I'm not necessarily sold on Sam Darnold. I never really was. But if he can figure that out with them young receivers that they have and their running back, they can put up some points. They definitely can put up some points. They're very unknown as a team, very young, almost playing with house money. They have nothing to lose. Matt Ryan, every year he gets closer and closer to, I don't know, just just obliterating itself out of the psyche of who's the elites and things, because it's disappointment after disappointment, and the pressure builds up. The pressure is building up on him and the organization to produce. And it's been like that for a while. But you look at a young team like Carolina, they don't necessarily have anything to lose, man, and they got some young talent. So I would say the Panthers. Outside of us, it's definitely the Panthers. They got to look out for.
Yeah, and listen, man, I was when we was on that same panel. The Carolina Panthers guys were warning me. They said, "Listen, I'm putting y'all on notice. Watch out for Carolina's defense." He did say that, and they were very honest. He said that the problem is the offensive line. That's a big problem. He said, watch out for the defense, and we know what kind of weapons they got, and we know what kind of system they run. But my answer to the question would be the greatest threat outside of both those teams would I kind of see them equally, to be honest with you, because Carolina, I'm not a Sam Darnold believer, and neither were the guys from the Carolina Panthers. They were brutally honest about Sam Darnold. I mean, he's not that guy, and then of course Christian McCaffrey can't stay healthy. I mean, he's up and they overutilize him. I like what Joe Brady does, but that's a counterfeit system of what Coach Payton's doing. And the reason why I'm saying Carolina is going to struggle again. I mean, listen, family.
You know why?
Sean Payton is the architect of that offense. He's been running this offense and variations of this offense for a long time.
Totally,
you think you're going to take Sean Payton's offense and you use it against him successful? You're gonna beat him. You having to listen. That's like being architect of the house. I know where all the flaws of that goddamn house is. I know where what I need to do and how to be. I know how to attack it where I can beat you. I created it. I know that's my baby. It's inside and out. I know it. So that's what I'm saying about to be careful of. Okay, we want to emulate what the Saints are doing. They have weapons, and I love what they got going on in terms of the talent, because a lot of these guys, LSU guys, you like DJ Moore. He's kind of banged up. I'm looking at their depth chart. Terrence Marshall Jr. is the guy I wanted the Saints to get at. Robbie Anderson did.
I lost
right there. Oh my God, bro.
He got snuffed out pretty much, though. We were supposed to get him, right? Somebody tipped him off.
Well, yeah, that's how they, according to the report, that's how they got a hold to him. But he was somebody the Saints was looking at. And then you got the other guy, Robbie Anderson, did pretty well. He's a long range receiver. DJ Moore's banged up, and they got Dan Arnold out there. So I warned him about Dan Arnold. Yeah, he said, "Q, you familiar with Dan Arnold?" I said, "Yes," and I'm warning you. I'm warning you about Dan Arnold.
I told you. I told you what happened.
Yeah, but that's right. That's true. Like Robert said, yes, and they were quick to remind me that they do have a defense. Yes, they do. So Atlanta, on the other hand, who know? I love what Fontenot. It's going to take a little while for Brother Fontenot to turn that Falcon into something, because. To me, I don't think they have an identity. They did get the running back. I think they picked up the guy that was with Carolina. He's their running back now, I want to say. Mike Davis is their running back. So, I mean, and they have, Calvin Ridley there. He's spectacular. They got the rookie from Florida. That's going to be, depending on how they use that guy is going to be dangerous.
Yeah,
so
he can be there.
He's going to be good, though.
Block, passing, great tight end, yeah.
But I think defense is the major albatross of Atlanta, and I don't think they did enough to fix the defense. They had injuries. I think the defense is going to be the Achilles heel until they get that built up. It's going to take a little bit for them to build them up. But I kind of look at them as the same, and I told the brothers on the NFC South Showdown that I put Carolina third and Atlanta at the bottom. That's because I think that, Carolina, that offense, we're going to eat them alive, man. You beat up Sam Darnold, you lose confidence. That offensive line is not the best, and that's real bad to have a shaky offensive lineman with a shaky ass new quarterback there. So it's going to be intriguing. But if the kid gets it right, he operating with a counterfeit Sean Payton offense, they can have success like you seen last year. They did have some successes. They were battling with some teams there. Where Teddy was running that offense and doing a pretty decent job, but he just didn't have much help on the defensive side of the ball, but that defense is intriguing. So I would kind of equate them as the same. I think I will focus, and we're not that we're going to look past either one of those teams, because we do have the tools to beat them. But I think Tampa Bay, we got some unfinished business to deal with Tampa Bay after they did all this kind of stuff here, talking all up in the playoffs like they did it. When, give you credit, you took advantage of the turnovers we gave you. But
we
listen,
shot ourselves in the foot.
we gave that to you. You didn't take it.
You didn't take it. We gave it to you. By
We
accident.
gave you.
We
gave you that. I told you. We gave you.
I agree with y'all 100%.
He did. They took advantage and they did what they got to do on short fields. Many of those drives they were able to score on short fields.
Yeah.
But we gave them that game. We was up by 10, and we took our foot off them people. We should have beat them by double digits and moved on to the next round. But it is what it is.
I couldn't even think of Jared Cook's name the other day, y'all. I was talking to my cousin about the game, and I'm still so mad at Jared Cook. I'm still so angry at that fumble, man. I couldn't even think of his name. I kept calling him Buckwheat. I couldn't think of his name. It took me a long time until I say Jared Cook. I could not think of his name. I'm still I don't even mean to sound unprofessional or talk about that man like that. I'm just really upset. And I'm still mad.
That was a good name, though. That was a good name for him.
Buckwheat, yeah.
Yeah, I should
big tall buckwheat. He looked like buckwheat if buckwheat took some super soldier serum or something.
I should have called him cooking story in the pot.
Yeah. Yeah. It didn't. Where he had Jared and where he went to the Titans.
No, Chargers.
The Chargers. Okay.
He still had.
Let me stay where he at in LA. Let him stay there right where he at because he's Irby.
Stay where he at. Yes, sir. There he is. Hey, I'm Jared Cook. You want to be a tight end? Let me show you how. You see how I'm holding on to that strap on that backpack? I don't hold on to footballs like that.
LA Chargers. I ain't gonna blow this nonsense.
I just want you to put a face on it. Wait. You can't tell me it doesn't look like Jared Cook, man. You can't tell me.
You tell how it is when I had those, bro.
And that's just my initial reaction to him too.
Terrible. That's terrible.
Forehead, the smile. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you got that nice little cute
Looks
smile
like
right
Cook's baby picture.
That's terrible. All right, we got two family members joining the stream, fam. Okay, Smokeless. Back. Okay, we got Tragic as well. Tragic's in the building. What's up, brother? Tragic, welcome to the show, bro.
What's up, Big Q and the fam? What's happening?
What's happening, Tragic 504?
Who that, bro?
What's up? Well, you know, Taysom gave it the good old try. You know, that old gal. That old gal. You know, Sean Payton. You know, finally taught him how to use the big fork. You know, with the main meal. He not using the small fork no more with the steak. But you know what he's still doing? He's still cutting up too many pieces of steak. He's not eating that steak one piece at a time. He cut up all the pieces.
Oh, bunch of them, huh?
Tyson. Trying to do too much.
Yeah, but
the story is life.
Big Q.
But,
go ahead.
But we know this Jameis. But
go ahead, Tragic.
But like I said, with Jameis, I feel with Jameis at the helm, I always say Jameis' talent. I tell people that work all the time, I said Jameis' talent is closer to a Patrick Mahomes than a lot of these other lower-end quarterbacks that's in the league. And like I said, if you look at the Saints' offense, this offense can operate very similar to the KC offense. You now have Juwan Johnson, who maybe is slow for a wide receiver, but he's fast for a tight end. And a compliment I'll make to that is like a Travis Kelce type. You got Deontay Harris undersized. You know he's hurt a lot, almost just like Tyreek Hill. You know, we probably got a better running back piece than KC. Plus, you still got Michael Thomas that's not even back yet. Plus, you got emerging Callaway that's going to emerge right now. Right now he's going to be a number one, but when Thomas come back, he's going to be a high-end number two. So I mean, this offense is probably more dangerous now than it has probably within the past 3 years as far as explosiveness. And now you got the defense to complement that. And when we now like really put pressure on teams coming out with touchdowns, like I said, once we get to that 40, 50 yard line, that deep third of the field now in play, and now now instead of keeping those games like within 3 points, now we can get to score 7, and the defense can really have the other offensive team ears pinned back, where we can really put our pass rush on opposing teams.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. Yeah, I agree with that. Man, listen, let me tell you something, fam. And Tragic, that was well said. And I'm gonna give you guys an opportunity. Well, we getting close, man. We're running out of time here. But listen, what I want to say is this: the Saints did some really interesting moves, and I'm saying they've done a good job of kind of looking at that running attack, bringing running backs in. Tony Jones Jr. giving him an opportunity to shine, giving Devonta Freeman an opportunity to come in here. The Saints looking to run the ball, 3 tight end sets. We see that happening. We also see the fact that what the Saints did defensively speaking, they really got athletic on that defensive line. I mean, you talking about guys like Turner, who's the first round draft pick lineman, Davenport, who has been excellent this entire offseason going into the preseason, where he was just ridiculous. Credit must be given to the Saints for bringing in these athletes here, these big physical. I mean, 6'6" Davenport's a beast. 6'5" Turner. You got 6'7" Passanio. You got all these guys flying around making plays. Jalen Dalton, family member just mentioned. Yeah, I hear you, Randolph, on Jalen Dalton. I talked about Jalen Dalton last year. I talked about him this year. The Saints were going to start that Jalen Dalton next to David Onyemata when he came back. He would have been a nose tackle. He
That
got
would
hurt
have been
again.
a nasty combo right
He
there.
got hurt again. So you still got other guys out there that don't have the big names like Jalen Dalton, but these guys have been showing you in preseason and in camp that they come into play. We're talking about Josiah Bronson. We're talking about guys like Christian Ringo. We're talking about guys like Tuttle played on the back end. Yeah, Ringo. Kishai Tuttle's another guy. Malcolm Roach is another guy.
These
guys, right? Huggins, that's another one. Smokeless. So I mean, like I said, man, they bring Huggins. Who's the other guy? And I'm forgetting somebody. I think I'm missing one guy. But listen,
you got him already.
Now I think I named them. But most of these other guys that people don't know anything about, these guys have been bringing it. Granderson's another.
Yeah, that's
Granderson. These guys are fantastic athletes, and they bringing it for the Saints defensive line. Linebackers have been looking real good. We covered that early in the show. And, of course, we had some flux at the cornerback position. But, man, with those veteran guys like the Prince of Mukamara's not working out. We hear Brian Poole goes down with the injury. But you see a resurgence in players like Ken Crawley before you walk in. You know, and I'm with Carlton. I want to see what he do in the regular season.
Did he get hurt?
Look at Paulson Adebo. Yes, he did. And then Paulson Adebo. For everybody that is lacking, Paulson Adebo has taken full advantage of those reps. So I'm saying, family, is that we dealing with some injuries. But listen, the Saints defense is more athletic than it's bigger, athletic, meaner. They got a chip on their shoulder. You put that with Cam Jordan coming in better shape than he's been in last year, looking to get back on the right side of things. Man, they're not talking about that, but the Saints are going to make it hell on people like Tampa Bay's Tom Brady, who can't move around in there, or a bad offensive line for Carolina, or Matty Icy, who we always shine on them. Cam sacks him more than any other quarterback.
I still love that shot to interception on Matty Ice. That was my favorite play till this day.
So we we got to fix business, fam. That's the bottom line. We got to handle business. But listen, fam, I won't thank the entire panel. I ran out of time here. I got the Pelican post-game report I got to jump on after 9. So listen, I want to thank each and every last one of you guys. Cajun Scarface, a.k.a. Rudy, Coach Rudy, Brother Byron, a.k.a. the Tornado, the Who Dat Tornado, Brother Byron, Tragic 504, appreciate you. Brother Smokeless, as always, my man, you're doing terrific work on the channel, man. Great work as always, bro. Love what you're doing, young brother. And Brother
appreciate
Crusher as well.
Appreciate it.
You're the man, bro.
Appreciate it.
Go ahead, Rudy. I'm gonna give you the flow for a few minutes, and then we gotta close out.
It ain't gonna be long. But hey, CT, I just want to kind of echo what you said a little bit, because we do have a lot of questions, that need to be answered. And to be honest, the last time I had truly these amount of questions. Now we did have questions in the locker room, but that was fully addressed by Sean Payton. The last time we had this many questions, and going into the preseason and as well as the regular season was 06. That's the last time we had that much questions, But and I want to kind of touch on what you said about Taysom Hill, how his faith and well, his personality is like it kind of makes people reevaluate their own faith. Like, am I the one that's drifted and gone astray? Maybe I should be the one to get back get back to my roots where I came from. He definitely makes you think about like, have I got like Lily? I'm like, makes you reevaluate your own, not only your life choices but also your own faith as well. And that's rare coming from an NFL player, because how often does an NFL player make you question your own faith? It hardly ever happens. Now, I'm not gonna get on the big old topic about his what faith he has, because that's a whole can of worms I do not want to touch. But yeah, he's definitely the kind of guy I wouldn't mind just going hanging out with just for a day. Just see what he's like. Because he definitely is a really good man. And to be honest, I haven't seen this much depth in. And speaking of linebackers, I haven't seen this much depth in that linebacking core since, I want to say, Super Bowl run. That's probably the last time I can think of it was that deep. Whew. But we got some dogs that are ready to eat.
Yeah, we got the underdogs though, bro. We got the best dog on this team though, bro. The defense is underdog, the offense is explosive, dangerous ever. And I'm gonna tell you how this is gonna go down, bro. Into the season, mark my words. The Saints are a dangerous team this year, though, bro.
Yeah.
They're on a mission. They on a mission. They on a mission, bro. They're making a statement to every team on notice, and we putting them right on a freaking face. The Saints are the team they're gonna do this year in 2021, bro. And they are gonna be the best team in NFL. Because for a doubt, when you got a defense that can get at the quarterback, man, they're gonna blow you behind all day long, bro. And this offense is gonna be more explosive than it is anywhere it is though. When you got the best wide receiver core, you got a tight end and the running back and everything. The Saints gonna put up some many points this year, though, bro. And I'm so excited for the team, though, bro. I'm so excited for my boys, though, bro. I've been riding my boys every time, though, bro. They gonna put up some big points into the season, though. And it's gonna be high like a red in occasion, though, bro. The Saints are gonna do what they're gonna do. We are the force as a unit. But the defense gonna be nasty, and get physical. You know what I'm saying? Because they all about that. When they finished what they did last year, the first 2 years ago, they're gonna do the same thing this year when they left off again this year, though. The Saints gonna do everything they're gonna do, bro. And this is what I'm saying is, bro, fair and square, the Saints are top of the mountain. But when you got the best quarterback, when you got a quarterback with James Winston, and I like him, I'm happy that he's a quarterback for us to do. But I think that Taysom's gonna do the same as a role, as a gadget. That he's gonna do a lot of using the package, information, everything, stuff like that. He's gonna run as a quarterback. He's a running quarterback. And I'm saying that Taysom, because that's what he do, but informed that Taysom is a better backup more than he's a starter. But that James is a high handle. He's a gunslinger. He can throw the ball deep out of the field. You saw in the preseason game, that Monday night game against Jacksonville, he's gonna do the same thing into the season. That's what you want a quarterback gonna throw a deep ball that's gonna make plays for our rivals, like Callaway, Traquan Smith, Baker, you know what I'm saying? Juwan Johnson, Adam Trabant, Nick Van Nett, you know what I'm saying? That's the guys that James is going to throw these balls around this offense that we're going to have this more explosive. But it's this I'm saying is the team that nobody want to face, you're going to have your hands full. Because every defense going to have against our team, you got to wear good luck, though. Because you're going to have a chance again to see the Saints team the MVP without Drew Brees around here no more in the walls. And I'm pointing how this going to go. So you better get your popcorn ready, because I'm telling you, it's going to be on like dot to dot. Yeah.
Hey, Byron.
All right, thank you. We got to leave it right there, Rudy. I'm sorry. Thank all y'all, man. I appreciate y'all.
We kill.
CT Crusher, 504, Brother Byron,
and
everybody.
Thank you, bro.
Love to you guys. Yeah, Crusher. Yeah,
before we run out, I just want to say, it's a lot going on right now, man. It's been a year to the day since Hurricane Laura hit our hometown, and things are still uncertain. We're still trying to get back on our feet. We just get burdened with natural disasters. If it ain't that, it's another thing. It's so much adversity. It's so many things out of our control. But Martin Luther King once said, we don't know what the future holds, but we know who holds the future. is very dear to me. I just want everybody to stay safe, stay cognizant of the world we're living in, and protect each other and love one another. Be kind of them.
Yep, be safe, man. I just want to say, be safe to all my family, man. Y'all be take care of yourself and your family and your loved ones. And we're gonna holler at y'all next time, bro. You know what I'm saying? And just drive and y'all be careful out there, man. This storm, bro, because I want y'all to be with y'all, you know, and I just want to hear from y'all next time and everything. So we gotta keep each other posted. And we just gotta just, you know, ride us out though, bro. And we're gonna get through it though, bro. We just gotta stay the faith. And you know, God always gonna provide, you know what I'm saying? He always have our back, you know what I'm saying? He always take care of us and everything. And I just want y'all to do the same thing. I'm gonna do the same with me and my family and my girl and her family. And we're gonna keep each other close and everything, no matter what. That's who that family for life, baby.
From Byron on up to everybody out there, y'all. Be safe, family.
You too, Big Q, bro.
We'll talk later, and I'm gonna try to holler at you guys on the weekend to check on y'all, and we'll talk again. Much love.
Yeah. Well, all right. Like you always say, welcome. Number one sports talking D. We ain't like the Falcons, we won't blow the lead. Look, all we talk is who that, who got cut and who back. Rookies and the vets, players you should look at. It's the sports coma, you don't wanna miss it. Got the pre-game party, post-game statistics. Get a visit from Sway, maybe DC or 5. It's the hottest thing smoking, Big Q and the guys. Go to YouTube Live, make sure you subscribe. Interviews inside the Saints locker room high. Talk to Drew, Jordan, Zach, Peyton, New Orleans, Who Dat Nation. Best believe when I say we bleed gold and black. Ain't a miracle or rivalry could ever hold us back. No, Beastquake, Bounty Gate, let the truth be told. It's the sports coma, all we know is say Super Bowl. Yeah.
You're listening to the Sports Coma with Big Q and the guys on the PRO Media Network.
TheWhoThatDaily.com. That's right, TheWhoThatDaily.com. Your one-stop shop for everything New Orleans Saints, New Orleans Pelicans, LSU Tigers, even the top flight boxing news. So if you're a Who Dat and you're looking for a place to stay up on your team, TheWhoThatDaily.com is your site. TheWhoThatDaily.com for the sport Who Dat in all of us.
What's up, fam? This is Big Q from the Sports Coma. Much love to the family members. Appreciate y'all. The PRO Media Network is back at it again. Last year, we gave away several PS4s and games. So this year, we're raffling off a PS5. To enter for your chance to win, simply click the link below and fill out all the necessary information to be eligible. Sign up for the raffle. It's $25 to enter. You gain an opportunity to win a system, the PS5 system. Like I said, it's a one remote and everything in it that goes with the full system. These things are hard to come by. It could be yours. Into the raffle today, $25 get you in. There's also a deal when you buy more than one ticket to up your chances of winning. Jump in there. It benefits the platform as well. So feel free to sign up for the first annual PS5 raffle from the Pro Media Network. Thank you for participating and much love. Big ups to you.